Last we had left our group of heroic and courageous adventurers. They had been bravely running in the opposite direction. And the morning had come, and the sun was high in the sky when they finally stopped running and realized they had probably left behind the shadows and the bigger shadows and the shadow demons and everything bad and shadowy. And now,
retreat to the rear.
yes, and now you are in the mountains on this path of dirt, which is probably used by some villages nearby, but it's not really a really big path. So in some places you have to squeeze and move in a line, and in some other places you can stand side by side. So as you are walking, you decided that your first stop would be the village of Rostithorp, which you know pretty much nothing about, but you can give me a history check.
Okay, I'll do that.
Sure.
Let's see.
Vito?
Let's all do it.
Yeah.
One of us is going to succeed. Hopefully.
I mean, we all have to jump off the bridge eventually, so we might as well do it all at once.
Yeah, Donna knows his shit.
Donna knows his shit.
I roll a nat 20 and it's not enough.
No, because yours is
wait,
the
I rolled it
13
in.
on the left, not the one on the right. So, Donner, you know the village very, very, very well. You are relatively sure you spent a few of your years trying to get a lightning bolt on the face in that village. And
that sounds correct.
And so you know,
Is there context I'm missing?
it's a small but friendly village which tends to have sheep and livestock as its main source of nourishment, and there are just a couple of families living together. When they need something specific, there are a couple of merchants who come from the nearby city of Vigidalr, which is actually a small city. So Rostithorp is a village with like 3-4 houses, and Vigidalr is the bigger city. But you know also the way, and unless it starts raining or thundering or something, you should probably reach it in a matter of 5 days of hard track.
Alright, 5 days of walking. Here we go.
Yay.
Who's riding the goat?
Yes.
Urist is still riding the goat.
Urist has a torch in his hand, and because when you're not present, you are torch bearers. You carry the torch, and that's all. So if you need light, Urist will have the light. Otherwise, it's like he's not there.
Well, it's
Okay,
also so that
so-
Shafnium can light his drugs.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, you actually
I mean, I'll happily hold the torch if you'll allow me to, but like, would you trust Shafnium near an open flame?
Good point.
Your silence is telling. You don't need to give me an answer. That was enough.
so
I mean, if you caught fire, the fumes would knock us all out.
Pause is actually has tried to snuck on top of Skullcrusher and like trying to just play with the goat, I guess.
the goat actually has a kind of noble bearing to it. So the goat does not play. The goat stomps or walks, but it's a goat. It's a ram actually. So with large horns, but it's a noble ram. So it finds your attempts at playing to be beneath it.
Aw, he doesn't like my scritches. Dang.
It's like I want my brushes.
Pause continues to try and get attention
All right. So
of the travel.
so
Holy shit!
as the first
Yeah.
day. So, as the first day comes to an end, you are still on the open path. Do you try to find refuge somewhere for the night, or do you camp in the middle of a dirt road?
Okay, look, camping in the middle of the dirt road, it seems like a good idea until you do it, and then you realize it was a terrible, terrible mistake. So let's like chop down a couple of trees and make.
Can I do like a survivalist check?
Yes.
Where is a good place to camp?
Also because there are few to none trees around. Like, no big trees. You can find a couple of small bushes if you want to start a fire, but that's it.
We should all
Okay.
do survival checks.
I just forage to find food because I'm a ranger.
Yep. Well, food isn't a problem because two of you have a background. Don't forget it again.
Yeah,
Wow, I
other background.
I just totally failed.
No, well, Shavnium, you find some small bushes from which you can make sharp sticks and start a fire. So,
All right. Well, Ravi seems to have his shit together.
Pose and
Yeah.
Ravandil together, basically, you find a nice cave, which is also a dry cave. And it's big enough to allow you all to step inside, but not so big it would remain cold during the night. It's also
Okay, this is great.
it's also a bit far from the dirt road, so if you cover your tracks well, chances are high nobody will notice you, provided you keep the fire under control.
Alrighty. So who's first watch?
Before anything else, who wants a song of rest? Because I know for a fact we're all still fucked up from that fight. I'm definitely fucked up from that fight.
I thought we had like. Oh wait, no.
Yeah, I'm
No, I
at 10
don't.
hit points.
Actually, I'm fine. I didn't take any damage.
Yeah.
No,
I was
Fuck
too
you,
busy
Ravi.
running away.
You get first watch.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, I mean, you offered yourself up, so it's on you.
Well, okay then. I get first watch. With my superior elven eyes, I can see all.
Alright.
All.
Meanwhile,
Makes a last
Shaftium is gonna pull out his harmonica and do some song of rest and just heal up everybody.
Yeah, you're going to be
Just like
singing like a
fucking
lullaby and
Yeah.
Donner, you don't know why, but the lullaby sounds eerily familiar.
Okay, well, while Shav's doing his playing, I'm gonna try and dig a little pit and light a little fire so
Alright.
it's somewhat warm.
Alright, give me a stealth check.
Oh, no.
Stealth.
Alright. You manage to dig your pit, put the fire in, and from the road no one can actually see the fire.
Yay.
Wow, that's fantastic. Great. Okay, so how many dice does everybody want to roll for healing while I'm doing something?
It's actually fine. Like, if you do a long rest, it's automatic. So,
Alright, so I'll just assume that it's going.
yeah.
Yay.
So, as the night carries on, Ravandil does first watch. Who does the second watch?
I think, normally I'd volunteer Ernst because nobody would fuck with him. You know what? I only need 4 hours of sleep. I'll do second watch.
Alright, so, Shafnium, I need you to roll me a perception check.
Ah, shit.
mean-
Perception. 12.
Alright. So, you stand watch by a little bit hidden by the mouth of a cave, and you see the darkness all outside. It's like this thick patch of dark. But you notice nothing. And you feel slightly colder, like as if a cold winter breeze had settled in. But that's as far as you feel. Then your watch ends and somebody does further watch, or it's 4 hours each, and then that's it.
I'm taking the last watch.
Alright. So,
Okay.
give me a perception check then, Pose.
Sure.
Did I roll a perception check?
No, but you didn't need to.
Ah,
Oh,
Yeah.
25.
Because, alright. So,
Shit.
Shafnum pretty much gives you looks at you and goes, "There's nothing out there. It's You look outside, and what you basically see is the ground swarming with shadows that are slithering their way across the entirety of the mountain surfaces, looking in every nook and cranny for the likes of you, but not finding you for the moment."
I'm picturing Paws asking me, "Shaft, are you high right now?" And I just give her a slight smile, adjust my my glasses, and I say, "No."
And and amidst the so and in the middle of this swarm of shadows, there are certain shadows who, instead of being utterly pitch black, have mantles the color of a night sky, and they seem to be controlling the lesser ones, guiding them silently through the night. It's a bit horrifying from your perspective, but with that being,
Still awake.
yes, he's like,
Have they seen us yet?
no, they haven't. I mean, you have not noticed them, and they were there for all of your watch. So,
Okay.
Ah, shit.
I'm gonna like put my hand in his mouth and be like, shh, shh. There's shadows following us, and then I'm gonna like ask him to just slightly, I don't know, quietly punch Uris or Rav, and then I'll get
Awake?
Donna awake,
All right.
and then just
all right.
say like, keep it quiet, but there are shadows around us.
All right. This is a good plan. So, I go up to Urus. I take off one of my flip flops, and I just sort of smack him across the face with it a couple of times.
yeah, no, Urist,
Wake up! Wake
so
up! Wake
Urist,
up! Smack! Smack! Smack!
Urist, until he comes online, Urist doesn't exist. So he's there, he's a part of the party, but he doesn't exist. So don't worry about him.
Okay.
So I slowly look towards everybody else. Guys, some of the drugs we used on him might have had a delayed effect.
Yeah, he just keeps a torch in his hand and is like, yeah,
I'm putting out that torch.
yeah. Well, the torch is invisible. It's just a way of saying. So
Okay. I slightly nudge Donner awake, but make sure that my hand's near his mouth in case he tries to talk.
all
And
right.
then when he wakes up, I'm just like, there's shadows around us. Careful. And I assume that Shaft wakes up Rav.
Oh yeah,
How do you wake
of
me up?
course I do.
All right. So you're all awake in a cavern
I see
surrounded
what
by
Paws is
shadows.
doing. I see what Paws is doing, and I hold out my hand and I pinch your nose shut while you're sleeping.
Ravandil, you suddenly wake
And,
up because you're lacking air, and you see Shafnium standing over you with his eyes red from.
Okay, Ravi, listen. We're gonna be attacked by shadows very soon. And this is important. You need to get your shit together. We need to work together, and we need to kill everything on this fucking mountain.
Wait, that's all? Oh my god. I thought it was. Never mind. Alright,
I'll look outside again and see if what
let's get ready.
else found us.
Alright, so well, you don't need to give me another. Basically, the shadows are looking for you everywhere, but you did a good job in finding your cavern. So, as the minutes and the hours trickle by, the shadows do not find you, and the sun starts rising, and you realize the shadows are now hurrying back to whatever hole they came out from. But you have a feeling that it's just a matter of time. Eventually, you're going to be sleeping up, and they'll be on you.
I just raise my hand to say, I think we need to change our sleeping schedule. We need to sleep by day and travel by night.
No, if we sleep by day and travel by night, then these things that are constantly hunting us will find us. We travel by day, they won't be able to track us as easily.
But
I
because
agree with this.
We need to just dedicate more time to setting up camp so we're better hidden.
Yeah,
Yep.
I
So,
agree with that.
so as you resume your trek for the second day, you kind of feel harrowed, like you have this feeling that you're being pursued, but it's kind of like a cold chill that settles on your back. You can't really place it, but it's there. As you are crossing a small section of a dirt road, where it seems to intersect with another road heading all the way up to a mountain peak, you realize there is a large tree standing over a cliff, a bit away from where you are. And on this tree in particular, there are ravens, you would say. A whole lot of ravens. A murder of ravens.
Oh no. Do
I'm
I
going.
recognize any religious? Oh,
I'm
sorry.
no.
Keep
I'm
going.
going to need a perception check from all of you.
Oh,
I was
shit.
going to ask if I know the ravens as a historical or religious icon.
Yeah,
But-
no, it's not a problem. You just need to give me a perception check.
Okay.
Ah, shit.
that's not
I know
very
what the
good.
fuck's going on.
Yeah, I
Oh,
definitely
Bryce,
know
go
what the
ahead.
fuck's going on.
Everyone but the druid understands what ravens mean.
Yeah, everyone, like the druid is like, oh, fluffy birds.
I am.
Oh my
I'm
god,
more-
we're all going to die.
I'm looking at the ravens and I'm like, ravens are smart, so maybe I shouldn't hunt them.
So
But I'm basically busy
you
looking
see
for
that
them,
this tree standing over the cliff has amidst its roots some tombstones, some graves, and the tree itself has a flock of birds which rest in silence upon its branches. But the birds, they're not normal. They are made of shadows, and
Oh, shit.
as you look at them, you feel as if they were made of shadows and death. You feel a cruel intelligence behind their gaze. Cold whispers chill your spines. You feel haunted. And the birds then all take flight as if they were a single entity and scatter in all directions, cawing maddeningly behind and above you.
Well, that's not great.
That's creepy.
We are
That's
being
very
watched.
creepy.
Wait.
We're being watched everywhere we go, day and night, and we're being pursued by familiars and shadows alike.
Yay.
We need fucking bombs. We need to just fucking carpet bomb this place, turn this entire mountain into a fucking crater.
Thanks for telling them our plan.
I mean, they can't realistically believe that we have the capacity to turn this mountain into a crater. They certainly didn't believe we could shatter that orb. But you know what? I'm gonna make believers out of them.
Oh well, if we die, I'm voting you.
Well, so
Likewise.
do you continue along the road, or do you try to examine the tree from up close?
Sure, I'll try and examine the tree.
Okay.
So since you're near the tree, give me a nature check.
Nature. Ugh, I'm pants at nature.
You're a druid.
I know nothing.
It's a tree.
If I run up to... Okay, if Stephanie runs up to the tree and then just, like, hugs it and rubs his cheek against it, I wonder what's gonna happen.
Oh my
So,
god.
I mean, so
I
the,
rolled a 2.
so like the druid is it's a tree. Ravandil says it's a maple tree. Shafnium says this poor tree.
rock!
No.
It's a rock! Pilgrims used to use these and ride them for miles!
No, but Shafnium actually,
Everyone's confused.
yeah, but Shafnium actually knows what's going on. The tree is corrupted from the malice and the evil in the general area, probably as an effect of the influence of a shrine. and the tombstones below it do not help it. You kind of think that a bottle of holy water might do the tree a lot of good. If you have a bottle of holy water.
Actually, didn't we keep that bottle of water we took from the priest, or did we use it? I think we were rubbing the orb with it.
I don't think you guys used it.
We never used the whole thing. We used some of it on like a demon or something, but we still got like at least half a vial left.
Yeah. Will it work though?
You have to
Any-
try.
any amount of holy water.
Oh yeah, we have 5 bottles. I have it written here.
I mean,
Uh,
like, I have 5 bottles, and I'm like, no shit. I was like, yeah, sure, I know you have 5 bottles. And I'm like, I was just waiting for somebody to be like, oh yeah.
I give him like this sideways look. How did you not know we had holy water on us? Rabbi, we fucking conned a couple of priests out of these things. Come on.
no,
Get your
you
A
don't.
game up, man. Come on.
I just look sort of weird as my son. I just remove a bottle.
Alright. So, as you drop a bottle of holy water on the tree, you see the branches of the tree itself kind of flutter in an unseen wind. Then you see the trunk of the tree start to grow healthier again. And one of the branches of the tree actually falls off and drops on the ground. It's kind of a club, you could argue.
Oh
we
my
that
god,
be-
it's a shillelagh.
A what now?
It's a big stick you hit people with.
Ah, okay. So who will touch it? I'm not touching that thing.
I vote pause.
Okay, I'm in.
I
Seconded.
it. Yep, go ahead.
So it's basically a wooden club, but what's the special? It's actually Shafnum was kind of right and kind of wrong. So it's actually a Shilelag, but not the cantrip, the actual weapon. So
Ah.
what
it's
it
a
does,
shillelagh.
yeah, what it does is that 3 times a day you can use the weapon for 1 minute as the Shilelag ability, as the Shilelag cantrip.
Oh, nice.
As a druid, don't you already have the shillelagh cantrip?
Yep,
No, I didn't pick it.
I didn't pick it. Well, then it's on you, but yeah, sure.
How much damage does it do? Well,
It's
definitely
I mean,
not.
it's a normal wooden club, but if you use it with a spell, you use your spell casting ability instead of strength for attack and damage rolls. And the weapon's
Okay.
damage
Oh,
die
wow.
becomes a d8. And the weapon is also magical.
Oh wow, you could really fuck somebody up with that.
Well, you know what? I think we all have weapons. I don't need the club. Princess's Warhammer.
I don't really
Postas.
like it, so
Yeah,
you guys.
I mean, it fits Shafnu more, you know, since he's gonna bonk people in the head. So I think he should take it. I mean, that's what I vote. What about you guys?
Donner, you want it?
I'm actually double checking. It probably would be best for me at this point.
Oh.
I want to make sure I can even use it.
It's a
Having a
club,
melee weapon on
should
hand.
be, I mean, it's a simple melee weapon.
Yeah, sorcerers can use very few things.
If it's a simple weapon, you should be fine. You just grab one end of it, and you hit the other guys with the other end.
But yeah, I'll pick it up.
Yay.
All right.
Pause goes up to the tree and in Druidic basically writes a message saying like probs need more holy water on it.
Alright. So you scratch with your nails on the trunk of a tree.
Yeah,
Oh, that
Alright.
poor thing.
in Druidic. Just like probs needs more holy water. Okay, thanks, bye.
Alright.
I'm imagining the tree is screaming as you're just carving the prescription onto the side of it, and Shafney was just getting nostalgic. He remembers how many times he's had to do that to a writhing patient.
Yeah, you
Perfectly
actually
normal.
can.
So look, I don't have speak with plants on, so I can't hear it. I don't.
Yeah,
hear it.
I mean, Shafnium, you kind of remember having written, you know, the typical heart with your name plus the name of insert random girl into many,
Oh,
many
fuck.
trees. You don't remember which one in
I think there's,
particular,
like-
but yeah, you're pretty sure.
There's like an entire forest that I should never visit.
Yes. Absolutely.
At this
And it
point, the
is-
locals think it's just a feature of the trees, actually.
They grow with names on it, and we're
Tree
like,
grows, it just gets a heart at some point.
so,
I
you.
started a trend.
Yeah, a horrible one. Think of the trees. So, you resume your trek, and as the night starts to fall, what do you do?
All right, we gotta hide somewhere for the night. Let's all look for a fucking cave or a pit.
I guess we're all survival, correct?
Yeah, I guess.
I'm just waiting for the DM to say.
Our
I,
harrowing journey of
How far
hiding
away are
and
we?
walking.
well, you've traveled 2 days, you still have 3 days to go.
3 days to go.
23. Let's see. What do I find?
Oh,
You
wow.
find a beautiful cave where you can hide. Not only do you find a beautiful cave, you find that the cave was probably inhabited before. There's still a circle of rocks, some dry straw, and what looks like a bedroll.
All right.
Does it
Okay.
look abandoned or someone still stay here?
It looks abandoned, but it looks abandoned and left with care. Like somebody left the stuff there, but probably thought about returning in months and months.
Okay. Anything interesting there?
There's
Any
actually no weapons, no, but there's like in a corner they're covered with dust, but there are pots and pans and all the necessary equipment to cook.
Excellent. Ladies,
Anyone want to
gentlemen, I can cook. Man,
Oh,
No, you.
oh no!
Oh God.
no, but I could definitely make food. I know how to do that.
Okay.
I know. What do I
Alright.
roll for that?
You actually roll.
That would be like
I mean,
survival.
yeah, it should be survival.
No, wait. Would it be medicine?
No, it's not medicine.
Oh god, no! That's other things you can cook.
Medicine,
That's a different type of cooking.
Medicine is what you roll after you fail the survival roll to cook, in order to avoid watching your party members. Alright, so Shafnium
Holy
cooks,
shit.
and the fact is, his cooking is absolutely bland. It's not bad, it's not good, it's absolutely bland. It's like, you don't know how it's possible, but it tastes like nothing.
Here, listen. You gotta spice it up with something, and then I start reaching around in my pocket for some weed or for something, and then I sprinkle some of it on my food, bite into it, and then sit back, and everybody watches as my pupils just fucking dilate. They turn into fucking quarters on my eyes. Ah, that's how you eat this.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take my chances.
So, as
I
when
decide to flavor the food myself. What do I roll?
you want to survival,
These are like olives.
Do I roll?
survival.
Survival.
Yeah, if you want to cook, survival. Let's see what you make.
Okay. Let's see. Unnatural one. Let's.
I mean, it's you make something which is slightly less bland, maybe because you remember to add the salt to it, but I mean,
Hey, Chef. Chef. Chef,
Yeah.
Can I borrow your harmonica for a little bit? Just wanna see it.
Sure.
Great.
I pause my harmonica.
I'm just gonna like fiddle with it slightly. Maybe try and blow on it or something.
Sure.
Do
You
I
may
break it?
no. I mean, unless you want to break it, you don't.
No.
Because I mean, it's harmonicas are kind of sturdy. They're like blocks of metal with holes in it. So
Oh yeah, it's true. You could actually kill a man with a harmonica.
No, I
But
just
that's
have
not a
friend,
joke. Like you
like,
could do it.
he'll pick stuff up and play with it slightly. And
no, no, it's
Yeah.
fine. Actually, now
Like,
the
you're not
real
allowed to
question,
have,
the real question becomes: do tabaxi have lips to play the harmonica?
I
Oh, that
mean, that wow.
I can
Wait.
blow.
That's the question that's coming out of Shafnung's drug-addicted mind. Like, wow, do they have lips?
I mean, their frontmost lip would be split at the top, so the only way for them to play the harmonica would be like
At the sides.
from the side. Yeah. I mean, it's doable with human lips, but like, I don't have cat lips, so I.
You need to get a cat and have him try to
I
blow
don't
in
know.
it. So,
Wow, that's really.
I have traumatized the
Hard
Shafnum for the time being. Good. So, who does first watch?
I'll
Oh,
volunteer.
Shafnim raises his hand.
Wait,
I'm qualified for this.
I kind of heard Donner say something, but then he died. His voice died down.
Oh,
okay, sorry.
Donner volunteers.
Oh,
He didn't take a watch last time, so it's his. You know, it's only fair.
All right.
Great.
you know what that is?
So, let's. Would you prefer a high percentage or a low percentage roll, Donner?
Let's go with low.
All
Oh,
right.
wait, 1 second. Once Donner says that he's taking watch, Pause casts meld into stone, and like for the next 8 hours just sleeps in like the ground.
Like, I don't trust him. I will never trust him.
Okay, if she's doing that, I'm casting invisibility on the second level on myself and on Ravi, so that we both just fucking vanish.
Yeah, but
I'm
invisibility.
assuming you do this while my back is turned.
But
Yes.
Yeah.
the fact is, invisibility doesn't. You cannot go to sleep when invisibility is on, because you need
I only
concentration.
need 4 hours.
I mean,
I
this
only
guy
need
is about
4
rough.
hours.
Yeah, but invisibility lasts up to 1 hour, and you need concentration. So,
Yeah.
so
I mean, you can take watch, then cast visibility on that.
perfect. Like this is
Wow.
beautiful. So
Holy
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
he said low.
yeah, I know. That's why I said it's beautiful. Donner.
Yeah,
It's
just
like-
like high would be fine.
Yeah, in fact, yeah. So Donner, you're standing outside doing your watch, and you feel it in the air. There's going to be the perfect thunderstorm tonight.
Yes.
It's going to be the most beautiful thing ever. And you have a feeling there's magic in the air too. You just need to go higher.
Are there any trees around that I can climb, or can I just climb up the mountain?
You can actually climb up the side of a cavern.
Is this splitting the party?
But it would mean leaving the rest of your teammates behind, because they're kind of all asleep.
And invisible and in rock.
Well, the one in
Yes.
invisible is not asleep, because he has to keep the concentration on. The one
I mean,
meld in
like,
stone.
from his perspective.
Yeah, meld into stone. Let's see if it requires concentration.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. Yeah, no, the druid is actually sleeping in the stone.
Yeah, I casted a ritual spell and just went to sleep. It's like-
Okay, so from his perspective, the only person who's in the cave now is Urus, and he has no idea where Ravi or Shaft went, or where Pause went, for that matter. It's just an empty fucking cave.
Yeah,
There's
actually,
nothing
yeah,
there
no,
but
you
like-
turn back, Donna, to the cave, and there's nobody there. You have a feeling, maybe you fell asleep, and this is the call of your blood singing to you. Maybe it's all a hallucination, but it feels so real.
Okay.
I gotta follow that lightning.
You feel the air tingle with electricity as you start rising up the top of a mountain. You start hearing the thunder, your skin crawls, and you feel shivering all across your body as the first raindrops start to fall. And then you reach the top of a mountain, and atop it you see lightning bolts move right and left across the starry sky. You feel as if you could touch the storm if only you raised your right hand up. What do you do?
Oh, I gotta raise that hand.
Alright.
How
So,
do you raise it?
no, I mean, he raises the right hand up.
Does he like give the sky a thumbs up? Does he flip it a bird? Does he do a Nazi
A high
salute?
five.
Like, how does he raise his hand?
I think a thumbs up is probably the most appropriate. This is electricity is the source of everything good. So this is me acknowledging the universe being like, yeah, we're doing this.
So, what happens next is that everyone in the cave down below hears the mother of all lightning bolts. Like this thunder wakes you all up. Even Pose, who was below ground, finds herself violently ejected from it as she is startled awake, and her whole fur is like puffed up, while everybody else's hair sticks up as if they were in a really highly charged electrical area. And
God damn it, Domner, not again.
Donner, you hold in your right hand, where you lifted it up in order to say hello to the storm, a flickering bubble of electricity which seems to squirm and crawl all across your right hand. It's a small lightning elemental.
This is everything I
Aw.
could have dreamed of.
Really, really small.
Did
But
he have a baby with the sky?
you have to ask him. The sky doesn't fucking tell.
I'm gonna
So what
bring
you're gonna-
or-
What are you gonna name your child?
oh man, that's a good question. I'm not ready for this. I thought I had more time to prepare.
I have a list, and so I start going down the list of potential names. Shocker, Buzz, Sparky. It's only got like 3 names on it, but I'll add more as we go on. Don't worry.
For the moment, I'm gonna go back into the cave, resume watch, where I suddenly see that everyone is there, and just introduce, hey guys, the most wonderful thing just happened. I think I'm a father.
Just give me... Yeah, just give me a moment because I have to copy paste some of the stats from one side to the other.
Mhm.
So, there should be a handout you can see, only you.
Yo, if you have like
Yes.
a lightning, having a lightning familiar, that's really fucking powerful now, right? You could use the help action every turn. That's fucking amazing. Kick
That's
ass,
true.
man.
Okay.
I forgot to get a regular familiar, so this is even better.
We can protect ourselves with your child,
Cause the
like a human
Whoa.
shield.
horror. It's a baby. It's a baby elemental.
Yes,
No.
it's a baby elemental we can put between us and the shadows.
No. Baby elemental.
Yeah, I'm with Pause on this. It's a wonderful thing to be studied and marveled at, not to be abused in battle.
It's
Is it
Just
a boy
because
or a
it's
girl?
dark everywhere.
You need to give it time to grow up.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
if they
Lightning,
so
then you
Shafnium
can
just
toss it into battle.
so Shafnium just looks at all of them and he just gives them this
All
flat
right.
stare. Okay, you're saying all of these things, and generally
so-
I'd agree with you, but like, you don't even know if it's a girl or a boy.
So the small lightning elemental kinds of flicker across Donner's skin and shoulders and just stays there happily. You feel as if the lightning, it sparks from its body, is an indicator of how happy or sad he is, and for the time being, he looks pretty much happy.
Okay.
Funda. I like funda. I know it. I
Funda?
know it literally means funda. Funda. It's literally got fun in it. I like funda.
Yeah.
Can we call it? Can we call her funda? I think she's a girl.
Yeah.
Let's
Here,
call her
I'm
Funda.
gonna roll a d4 for gender.
I mean, it doesn't need gender, so
But that's why there were 4 options.
fair enough.
Why were there 4 options for gender? Wouldn't
Well,
there
it's
be
an
like?
elemental. They don't fall into your normal paradigms.
I mean,
Gender
I
But,
expect
uh,
at least 8.
Let's not overcomplicate
with,
things. It's your elemental. Call it whatever you
Yeah.
want it.
We're gonna go with it's a girl.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're going to call it?
I mean, I have other names.
For
What's her
two,
It's
it's
a girl, and her name is Funda.
I'll go with Funda.
Funda.
Little Funda.
Yay.
How does it feel to be? How does it feel to be carrying around lolly lightning everywhere?
It's it does not. This is not a monster harem situation. No monster has humanoid features worthy of sexual advances. So
No waifuing the elemental.
exactly,
She's legit climbing all over you.
as lightning would. It's
Everyone deserves a shoulder elemental.
exactly.
Monday.
So you spend the rest of the night and you realize the shadows are nowhere to be seen on this particular night. When the third day comes about, you wake up and you start moving once more, and you kind of realize that little Funda has actually a fun-like nature, because every now and then she zaps a bit in Poe's direction, and the tabaxi fluffs up.
Yay.
When
Yay.
when she
I'm
Oh, I-
enjoying
Oh, if you
Pet
think
her
you're
every time.
excited, Shaft is. If you think you're excited, Shaft is delighted because now he gets to pet the fluffy kitty.
I just feel this.
Pause is just enjoying getting like even a
Yeah.
little shock, and
Yeah,
sometimes she also just lets out a thunderclap.
Yeah. Actually, there's Puzzle still fluff up, but she's electrocuted.
No, it's static.
Also, I kind of feel this connectivity with Panda because of my draconic ancestor.
Yeah, we know. You want to tell everyone that your grandparent fucked a dragon. We know.
Yeah, I think I keep that secret.
Yeah.
Shame.
So,
I think this is a worthwhile addition to our group.
Yeah.
it,
Unlike Arrest! I just shouted him. I'm imagining he's still pissed with Shaft over what the fuck happened before, and that's why he's not saying anything.
anything could be. So, as you are starting your 4th day towards the village of Rostithorp, you need to give me a perception check again. For beautiful
Oh, no.
things happen when you give perception checks.
Alright, let's see if we see everything again.
Ooh, I see everything.
Oh,
Oh, you
shit,
see
Ravi!
everything.
Thank God there's Ravandil in
Now
the
he
party.
knows what that feels like.
So, Ravandil, you see at the bottom of a small ravine a dead sheep, which has just recently bled to death. But what catches your attention is that near the sheep there is a humanoid figure, which appears to your elven eyes to still be breathing.
Okay. I inform them that there's a humanoid figure there. Is the figure wounded?
It appears so. It's probable, from what you see, that she actually fell down the ravine while trying to save the goat or the sheep, which was.
Okay.
Shit.
Alright,
Okay.
I can say to Shafnim to go stabilize the ship if it's still alive.
The sheep is
And while I go
dead.
stabilize the humanoid with medicine.
So,
Okay.
you.
Dr. Bong, MD to the rescue. I'm gonna save this fucking sheep.
Yes,
What do I
but
roll?
wait. The sheep is dead. You cannot save the sheep. The sheep is actually dead. Dead as a
I
dog.
have adrenaline.
The sheep is dead!
I just, go on medicine the woman.
So,
I imagine that I'm standing over the sheep and like punching its corpse and screaming, I'm gonna save it!
yeah, pretty much.
I go over to Shafty and put my hand on her shoulder and just say, I know it's hard the first time.
First time.
Pause is still too busy playing with Thunder Rod, honestly.
I'm just wondering what he means by first time. Shafney was just feeling super nostalgic while he's doing this.
Yeah. So,
Basically, fucking around just saving this woman from death. Anyways, so do I save
so
her?
you actually do manage to stabilize her. She had a nasty broken leg, probably from the fall. But as you stabilize her, her eyes flutter open, and you hear her mutter due to the high fever she's probably running, something about goblins. But you cannot hear more because then she faints again.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I pinch my brow and I start thinking, oh, cure wounds, that would work. We do need something for her fever though.
I can check what's her sickness. She doesn't have detect poison and disease.
No, I mean, she doesn't have a sickness per se. She's just spent a couple of days with a broken leg down a ravine. So she's dehydrated, hungry, wounded a lot.
You know what?
Now, Pose heals her, and she still has a fever, she's still hungry, she's still thirsty, but she's not going to die immediately.
Yay.
I'm gonna
Uh,
see about that fever.
Just give her something to eat and... Ah, well. You grab a little bit of water, you soak a cloth in it, and then you put it over her head.
Oh, that's like obvious anti-fever stuff.
Yep.
Alright, so I look towards the other members of the group. Listen, as a professional, I'm going to now prescribe her treatment. So first of all, what we need is food, water, and
Shelter. So that
Yes.
she's not cold.
that's very important. Very good, Pause. You get a gold star.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, it's Urist. Hey, Urist.
Hey, Riz.
Holy shit, he's alive! And Ravi just sort of jumps when Urist opens his mouth to speak again.
What did
The
I
torch
miss?
burned down to his fingers, woke him up.
Okay. So, can I give you a fast recap?
Yes, give him a fast recap.
Okay.
Give me
Okay,
the TLDR.
So,
Well, Urist,
Okay.
while you were in the middle of an episode, just carrying the torch and leading us for 4 days in absolute silence. Look, I'm sorry I pissed you off for that, man. I'm sorry, but you didn't need to go 4 days of silence on us like that. While that was happening, we were being pursued by shadows everywhere, and now we found this girl who fell down a ravine and whose sheep died.
Also,
So,
Connor had a baby elemental.
okay, right, but, like, that's the least notable thing about our journey.
I honestly
Fair
think
enough.
that Donner's baby elemental deserves more.
okay.
Well,
Alright,
Chef has priorities.
yeah. Alright.
I just
also,
realized we
think
could have used. I just realized we could have used the power of the lightning elemental as a defibrillator to revive the sheep.
It's dead. Dead.
It's been dead for
But
days.
what if no?
Dead. Get hold of yourself, man. And a slap.
I mean, I could probably learn animate dead at some point.
I
Yeah.
mean, I know it's dead, but is it so bad?
Okay. That's a good one.
Gross.
I think Funda flies over to Shaft and shocks him for that pun.
I'll accept this pain.
Nice one, Funda.
Gross.
Okay.
So, what do you do? The woman is probably clearly a shepherd of sorts. She's wearing a thick wool cloth and a pair of thick trousers, and nearby there is a wooden what's the name? A wooden staff. Yeah.
Is this stuff magical or?
No, she's a normal shepherd girl who just carried her sheep out one day, and then one sheep made a tumble, she tumbled after it, and that's it.
Oh, okay.
The stick.
Wait, so the girl is dead?
No, the girl is alive. She's been stabilized. She's running a fever. She's hungry and thirsty because she's been left outside for a couple of days. But
And also, there's a goblin attack.
Okay, I mean,
Okay, so
I can
Chef takes a
fix
moment.
a lot of these things like right now. Just
Chef lines up some cocaine on a finger and snorts it in one nostril, and wipes the remaining powder off of the top of his lip, and he looks at everybody and says, "Let's go kill some goblins. Let's just go do that."
Are we just gonna leave the girl here? And
Mm.
Paws picks up the girl and puts it on Skull Crusher.
yeah,
What's
Skull
this thing's name?
Crusher.
Yeah, Skull Crusher. And,
Okay,
like, how
we gotta
about
carry the
we-
girl back to town.
Yes.
Escort missions suck. Let's give her a sword so that if she's about to die, she can like wave it around uselessly at whoever's trying
I'm
to
like-
kill her.
Guys, you want us to carry an unarmed, unconscious civilian running a fever in an attack with the goblins?
No, to
No,
the
no,
village,
it's fine.
Ralph, to
It's
the
fine.
village.
We'll give her a sword. She won't be
She's
unarmed.
unconscious, you idiot!
Okay, guys, hold on. Urus goes up to the girl and spends 5 of his lay on hands to, well, kill her fever. Or her
Alright.
disease, or whatever is bothering her, really.
alright, she no longer has a fever. She's still hungry and thirsty, but she actually opens her eyes and looks at you with a worried look because, I mean, you're a strange group of people. So,
We have a cat girl, a cocaine addict, a dwarf. So yeah, I just put some water on her, slowly feed to her.
she drinks. She drinks and eats ravenously when she's given food and water. And then she gasps for air, looks at you, and goes, "Those fucking goblins! God damn it!"
Okay, so this is the part where I hand her a sword and I say, "We're gonna go kill them."
Here's your staff, by the way.
Thank you very much. She grabs her staff, stands back up, looks at her dead sheep, spits to the side, and goes, "Ah, darnation! One less sheep for the flock! Fuck it! My father's going to kill me now." And as she's swearing like, not a sailor, but she's swearing like a shepherd, she...
What does that mean?
Oh, you know, shepherds swear too. Just,
Farming.
Lots of dog puns.
yeah, she looks
Swearing
at...
like a shepherd. What does that entail? Lots of just sheep-based insults. Your mother has brains like fucking
Cotton.
wool. Like, what does that? No, not cotton. Wool. Sheep,
Oh, yeah,
sheep
yeah.
that are covered in wool. It would be like your mother's a wool-brained you, or
I mean,
like
sailor swears aren't really, sea themed or anything. I think it's just swearing
That
a
they're
lot.
crass. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
lots of shouting fuck and shit and just standard.
Have you ever seen an Irish shepherd? I think it's a bit like that.
Yeah, probably. Highly probably it's
So
like that.
borderline incoherent screaming.
Yes. With a mixture of Scottish accent just because it gives more immersion. So,
Is she cowgirl?
is she?
I suppose.
Cowgirl from Goblin Slayer because she gives me that vibe. So
No. Her name is Mary.
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 Oh, Mary.
Makes me think of.
Oh
makes me
my
think of-
god. God damn it, Shade. Mary had a little lamb and
Oh,
it
no.
died. Oh, I hate you. I hate you.
I was
So
about to say that's the most stereotypical shepherd.
You know
name
what?
you have.
I'm completely fine with Mary avenging her dead lamb. Let's help her.
So,
Let's kill some.
Mary
people today.
says-
I think this is murder.
So wait, Mary says the goblins have always been a problem because they come from a nearby abandoned fortress, a distance away from my village, but they never were so bold as they have been recently. And I was bringing my flock around when a goblin snare trapped my poor sweetie, and I went to save her, but by then I had to dodge a bolt from a goblin crossbowman, and so I ended up falling in the ravine together with my sheep. If I'm still alive, it's because Sweetie dulled the fall.
Oh, that's a shame. Is the rest of your flock dead then?
I have no idea. You didn't see a dozen sheep up the ravine, did you? And no, you didn't.
No.
Nay.
I guess the
Goblins.
gobbies probably have them.
Yeah.
My poor sheeps.
Nah.
That's bad.
Alright.
I'll have to go back home then. I mean, my father's going to be worried if he doesn't see me anytime soon. It's been days. I mean, normally he would have sent somebody to check.
Hmm. I think it's
Okay,
just
so
I have a bad
I
feeling.
look at her and I say, well, maybe the reason why he didn't come to check you is because he and everybody in the town is dead because of a nearby cult.
What?
Or goblins.
Or goblins. It doesn't have to be the cult, Chef.
Well, you see, we're on the run from a bunch of cultists who are trying to summon a Tarask, and I think they're way more dangerous than goblins, and I think we're going to attract them to wherever we take you.
What?
I look at Mary and say, he's a bit high right now. Just ignore him.
Oh, I'm just talking truth here. Listen,
But yeah,
if we're going,
it might be goblins, and I'm like,
Listen.
let's go ahead into the
It's
village
like-
and let's start pushing.
It's like this.
Shaft.
if we're going to save her life, she deserves to know how and why she was saved. And we saved her because we were literally running away.
And you're spreading rumors about our location.
We
Which
I
really
mean-
don't, really don't need to tell her that we're fighting a cult. It seems like she'll get caught in the crossfire.
Oh yeah, but if we're gonna fight goblins, she'll get caught in the crossfire too. Anyway, and she already
Goblins
has.
are different to the cult. though.
All
Yeah, but,
right.
like, goblins aren't fucking shadow demons.
Yeah, so basically, let's ignore anything that Shaft says. We just say he's insane, or high, or both. And just escort him to the village. We're like, I mean, just say to her that we should probably escort you, just in case.
Alright.
I'm already pushing Shap ahead.
So the shepherd is kind of worried, but she follows you, and as the day starts turning towards the night, you actually see the village of Rostithorp in the distance. Now let me check if I enabled. Yes, everything is enabled. Good.
Is it on fire?
No. I just wanted to check if.
Is it on fire? We
It
haven't
was
even
on fire.
been there yet.
I think we could see it in the distance if it was.
So
But
let
Yeah,
to be
wait.
honest, our luck would be like that.
Let me. It's full of blackness right now.
the lower side. So
Oh,
Okay.
that's it.
let me see if I can get a token for a shepherd. I can get a donkey for a
Wait.
donkey.
I'm curious to see what my token looks like on a
Put it,
background now.
put it down
So, it'll be
there,
interesting.
and you'll see. Meanwhile, let's go with villager. I'm sure we can find a female villager, but no, I need
Why
to.
not? You could just find like a picture of Meredith from Brave.
Yeah, no.
That's what I'm
Oh.
picturing.
It would take me more time than just. Oh, come on! There's not a single town. No, come on, you're lying to me.
Just put a little girl there.
Yeah,
It
that's what I
can't
want
be
to
that
do.
hard.
But I actually have to find the little girl.
Oh,
This can't be that difficult. This was made by people who work on D&D. There should be like a plethora of pictures of little girls.
There's yes, but
phrasing.
Phrasing,
Phrasing, man.
yeah.
Holy shit!
all right.
I just realized what I did.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god! What the fuck did I just say?
Shame, shame.
It's going right up there with
Yep.
right up there with I whip them with nutty chains.
No, it was. I just want to find more ways to hurt people with rope.
Oh, yeah.
Phrasing. Bondage maniac.
Makes sense in context.
All right.
Yeah.
So
This,
do place your tokens here.
okay.
How do I place tokens?
You
Okay,
Okay,
grab
go
my
to your-
portrait.
yeah.
Go to character thingy, the journal, and then hold, and then drag your character over to the thing.
Do I like go to bio and info? or
Yep,
something?
there it is.
No, don't click on your character. Go to the journal, and
Journal. Yep.
then just drag the little symbol where your character sheet would open up.
I'm
Oh,
looking
it's
at
just
this
highlighting
town.
my stuff.
I'm just looking at this town and.
Oh well, I'll
Casual
do it for you.
galaxy brain.
I mean, it's
Please, yeah. Oh wait, there we go.
yeah.
Never mind.
You managed. Fine.
Yeah.
So
Hold on, let me just aura of courage.
Shafnum, are you ready?
Yo,
Yeah.
that aura of courage can really carry us,
Oh.
though.
Oh, yeah.
The
Oh
correct-
god. I mean,
So this
Yeah, if you stay
is
long enough. It's a 3D picture.
so.
I'll go throw up.
I'm going to reveal the whole thing, so just don't move too much.
oh no.
So
Oh, no.
I'm going to be needing an initiative check.
Oh yeah.
Yay.
Just give me a second because I have to clear the past one. Yep. Now. Add turn. Add turn. No, I need to add you to
Oh,
the
wow.
turn before. Because otherwise it doesn't take them into account.
Okay.
At 16.
Or
I got
Oh.
22.
Looks
One
like
point
Henry rolled low.
So let's see, what do we have? So 22.
Thank you.
We have a 6 from Ravendil. We have a 16 from Shafnum. We have a 4 from Urist and a 15 from Donner. Good. So Urist will probably go last. Now let me find the nice little wolfies. Because the nice
Wait, the
little
wolf?
wolfies.
Oh, those are wargs. I think.
Yeah,
Oh.
you're right. That works. Sorry, I need to make them bigger.
oh, they're dire wolves, huh?
No, they're actually wargs, and wargs are large, so they're 2 per 2.
Oh, a war.
Yep.
Yeah.
So now let's roll their initiative. Oh well, we have a 12, a 15, and a 2. Sucks when things don't go my way, but well, we'll have to make do. I mean, I actually have a work after Rurist. So, give me a second, we'll get to the nice music, the one which we kind of need.
What are these things? What is this? Is it just one thing? Or no, there's 3. What
No,
are
there
these?
3 of them.
Warg.
Wargs are giant beasts.
Basically, imagine a shift, only angrier and edgier.
Alright. So, pose your first. What do you do? So, as you arrive at the borders of a village, you see that it has been attacked. There are burning buildings. There are what looks like 3 wargs that have been that are devouring the innards of the people inside.
Oh no.
Right.
Okay, so who has first strike? It's you, Pause, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna do fairy fire on. Where's that shit? Because those 2 are clumped together.
Yeah?
It'll
That
hit
area
both.
here. So those 2 I've got fairy fire on.
Are the people dead that these things are feeding on?
Oh yeah.
Yes, they're feeding on corpses.
They look pretty dead, so.
So. Alright. So let me roll.
How do you do the arrow thing?
It's like
in
the
the
4th.
left topmost
Alright.
corner, there you go to
So-
the 5th, and it says snap to center, snap to corner, no snapping, stuff like that.
So
Okay,
give me a
what do we click for that?
second and I'll. Let's see, what can I use for the glitter? Oh yeah, I'll use this symbol. On the
Am I
upper.
picking no snapping?
Alright.
No, you pick snap to center. Well, no snapping means it's very freeform, but since we're doing grid stuff, it might be better to take snap to center for now.
They're all outlined in violet.
Snap to
Right.
corner is fun. too.
Neon violet.
So. Let me just check one thing. Check one thing. Check one thing. Yeah. So you did the fairy fire and that's it. You're not doing anything else.
Yeah, that's an action. I don't have a bonus to hit them, unfortunately. So, yep. And I'm just like pushing Mary back behind us.
Like,
Sounds
yeah,
good.
sure.
Okay. Okay, I have a strategy. You cast Fairy Fire, right? Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright, I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. So I'm going to run up. How do I move my icon?
Go back to select move, the top one.
Snap to center?
No,
No, like the arrow at
go
the top left.
out of ruler and then
Ah,
pick
yeah, I got it.
icon
So I'm
again.
going to run forward 25 feet. And
Yeah.
I'm going to punch it in the face with my cestus really, really hard.
Yes.
What do I roll for that? Do I just click the cestus sling and roll
Yes,
for
and
damage,
should
right?
give you the damage. It should give you the roll to hit. Come on.
I'm punching it straight forward.
You hit him.
Does it hit?
Yes, it does.
Did it hit?
Yes, it did.
A 14.
I don't
A
think it did.
14.
If I
don't know
remember
there.
correctly, wargs have an AC of
Yeah, you did hit him.
I can't remember.
Are you?
I think it did.
Yeah. Do you hear
You
me?
have to decide the aim.
I hear
Yeah.
you.
Alright, yes,
I
you
hear you.
did hit him. Give me the damage.
Oh,
Okay, so I deal 6 damage from that, and then
Yes.
I'm going to spend 1 key point to do Flurry of Blows, so I hit it another 2 times.
Wait, another.
That's not with the cestus though. That's unarmed attacks.
No, right. After my attack, I can roll an unarmed strike. Well, technically, I can roll for 2 unarmed
Yes.
strikes.
You, as your bonus action, you can make an unarmed strike, and then you can use your key to make 2 more unarmed strikes.
As part of my bonus action,
Yes.
I can use key to basically extend that.
Yes.
So I'm going to spend 1 of my key points for Flurry of Blows, and with my other unarmed hand, I'm just going to bitch slap this thing twice. What do I roll for that? I roll how many hit dice?
You have a unarmed strike.
Yes.
Okay, just press it 2 times then.
Unarmed strike, unarmed strike, unarmed strike, unarmed. I'm looking for it.
Wait,
It should be in the weapons.
Martial arts weapons, right?
Yeah.
So I just click that twice.
No. That's not.
No,
That's not
yeah,
what I meant.
like
Oh,
literally, you need to have unarmed strike as one of the unarmed strike. Wait,
Under attacks and
Yeah, like-
casting. Do you not
Yeah.
have it there?
Under attack and
And spell casting. So it should be like under your hit dice and death saves.
If you've made one of them.
yeah, no, he didn't.
Otherwise,
That's
you can
why
just-
I'm checking on it, but
20 plus dex? Or is it plus? I can't remember.
I think it's Dex. No, you're right.
Okay.
it is
Mother-
dex.
Roll 1d20 plus dex.
like this is me rolling,
yeah.
but I need to modify it so it's it makes more sense. So should be attack, but with dex plus proficiency. Damage. What's the damage of
1d4
one
1d4 this
4
plus dex.
dex? All right, and type of damage. Well, doesn't matter. We'll live with it.
Bludgeoning.
Yeah, but we'll
think
live with it. All right.
I think it's
Now,
bludgeoning if I'm using my
Here
head.
it. Look at me. I self-critted twice. Good.
My sweet lord.
Nice.
Did I just do that?
No, it's me.
Yeah.
That's me. I rolled those dice. That's me. You have to
Yeah.
roll.
So now I just hit unarmed strike twice.
Yes.
Right? So
Yeah.
smack, smack.
See? So the first one you miss. The second one you hit, but why does it give you -1? Because it doesn't like.
Because you think he thinks it's strength, but it's dex. You need to go in and change that.
Yeah, but I actually did that. So it's.
It is in dex. Why is it -1? That's impossible.
No, it's in dex now. Attack, dex, damage plus dex. It should be in dex. I have an attack of +7 here on the.
Close your sheet and then open it again.
Yeah, that's
You
what I
might be
did.
using the olden version.
Oh, I just did that now, and okay, if I click this,
No, it
Nope.
still keeps the
Otherwise it-
-1.
It's still got -1.
it's
Ah,
supposed to be.
If you
Should we
do
just?
the little...
wait.
How about just do this one manually?
No, when
Yeah,
I roll
sounds
it,
like-
wait. When I roll it, it gives me +7. So why is it that I have +7 and Shavnum doesn't?
Okay.
I
there's
should
a
be
new
having
trick
+7.
to that. Alright, go into your sheet,
Yes.
and then go to unarmed strike, which I assume is there now, and then modify it directly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Open the gear.
Press the tiny gear thing when you hover over.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. So I've got unarmed strike, attack, dex +0 plus checkmark for proficient, range, self. I guess I don't have a range stat. It's irrelevant. Magic
Yeah.
bonus 0, crit range 20, damage 1d4 plus dex +0. Type.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say bludgeoning.
Yeah, bludgeoning.
What do I get on a crit?
1d4.
1d4. I don't think it does a second type of damage. Saving throw. That would be dex.
There's no saving throws.
No
Ignore
saving
that.
throw for this. Ignore that. And no save effect. Description. I don't think I need to add anything to
No.
that. I already have.
So, yeah, now that you've changed that, close to gear and try again.
There we go.
Hey.
And I
Yep.
definitely hit it.
Yes, you
Yeah,
did, and
that's
it's
a
a
crit.
Like that is a critical hit.
Press that
So I-
damage.
Oh, also, don't I have to hit that twice now, technically? So I hit this,
Uh,
and then I hit.
No. It automatically does that. Just press it.
Okay. And then I click unarmed strike.
Yeah,
I do
7 plus 1, so 8 damage.
And that's with only one of the flurry of blows hit. The other one missed.
Yes. So,
Okay. Now I'm going to spend my. Now I have another key point I can spend. So I'm going to spend that to disengage for free, and I'm going to move. Oh, let me just measure this.
You've already moved 25 feet though, so
Well, I can still move another 15 for a total of 40. So I'm going to try climbing on top of this roof over here.
you
As
sure?
my remaining
Alright.
15 feet.
It's an athletic check.
All right, let's hope that I roll well for that.
Alright.
Athletics. You mean acrobatics? Because I'm jumping onto it.
Yeah.
no, that would be athletics.
I mean,
You're
it's...
jumping onto it.
Yeah, no, jumping is athletics.
That's physical prowess. Like acrobatics is stuff like climbing on tightrope and getting out of grapples and.
I mean,
holding
I'm
onto
using.
bolts and
I mean, I'm
something.
climbing on top of the freaking roof.
Yeah, but give me
Oh,
an
yeah, but
athletic
you
check.
can
But,
jump.
I mean, technically it's athletics or acrobatics. And
Acrobatic.
go with whatever you want, just... Come on, I need to kill somebody before we end. 22! Nice!
Nice.
Now...
Okay, so I definitely. Now I'm on the roof.
Yeah, that's it's kind of funny you would say that. So give me
Oh,
just a second, just 1 sec. So I'm going to be needing Shavnium. Give me a dexterity check.
Oh.
Check or
okay.
A save.
Jack.
A save.
I just clicked dexterity, right?
Yes. Good.
Oh, fuck.
So Shavnium, you all see Shavnium move, give a punch to the warg, and then nimbly rush away, jumping on top of a rooftop nearby. And when he does, his feet touch something slippery. He loses his balance, and he falls back down for 1d6 damage from the fall.
Oh.
Roll a 1d6.
I'm already rolling it. So it's 2 da-
Oh,
Alright.
Oh, I'm glad you rolled that.
Yeah. So
Neo rolls damage.
so you took 2 damage.
Roll.
But it's not over yet. Because
Oh, no.
while Shavnium was atop the roof, something happened. And that something, let me check. Do you have, let's see how much is my attack? Plus 5, so 16. Do I hit you with a 16?
Do you hit me with a 6?
Yes.
Yes, I have an armor class of 14. That's a hit.
Good. So these two will hit you. So what happens is, from the shadows of the rooftop,
Oh no.
Goblins.
2 goblins appear from the hiding spots as they realized you were climbing on top of their hiding spot and immediately opened fire on you. So, oh well, it's like they're throwing pretty much nothing. It's just 5 damage and 5 damage. So
I take 5 damage twice,
yes,
right?
Well, from both of them, right? So
yes,
5 each.
yeah, 5 each. They had advantage on the attack because he was on a slippery surface and falling back down. That's
So I managed to punch the warg in the face with the cestus, missed one hit, then I critted it, and as I was running away, I fell off the fucking roof and was hit with 2 arrows.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you basically
That is the Shafnum experience.
the rest of the party sees that Shaftium falls down from the rooftop, sleeping with 2 bolts in his body, and you don't know where the bolts came from, but he was struck by them. So,
Alright.
but after Shafnium, it's the Warg turn. And the Warg does what every Warg does. It charges forward. Now let's see how fast these things can move. 50
super
feet. Nice. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So this is 25, 30, 40, 45, 50. So I am here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello, Shafnium.
Ah, fuck, we're all gonna die.
Yeah, but it moved twice, so it cannot attack. So,
Yeah.
Donner, it's your turn.
If you wanna
Alright.
line up one of them sexy lightning bolts.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
Remember that that one that just moved and the one at the back has you get advantage and attacks on those.
It's a dexterity saving throw, so it doesn't quite
Yeah, they
help.
get disadvantage.
Okay, fair.
Well, no, the wargs get disadvantage on dex saves when they're
okay.
hit with fairy fire. I'm fairly sure.
No, actually no.
No. When
Oh.
they fail a dex save, they
Oh wait, I'm thinking of another
Advantage
spell.
on
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
Alright, so I'll move 10 feet to line up. Can I get all 3 of them here, assuming I'm sort of on the in-between grid?
Well, so you want to hit work 1, work 2? How long is the line? Yeah, I mean,
100 feet.
you actually...
holy shit. Yeah, you
Like, if
Actually-
you stand here, you can get both of them.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, let's do some advanced math thinking here. Let's see. How can you hit all 3 of them?
like
You
this.
can't.
Oh
Well,
wait.
no, you can't.
Yes, you can. Ish.
Barely.
No, actually no. Because the line needs to actually intersect the square, so you can only hit 2. It's a perfect formation.
Wait, it has to intersect?
Yeah, if he goes any further, he's gonna hit you.
I mean, that might be worth it.
Yeah, hitting Shafdium, who cares?
Assuming that you stand on
Just
the
get 2 of
intersection
them.
of these 2 areas, you can hit all 3. Because look, there's this little line. See there? That line between these 2 boxes? If you stand right in the middle, you can just fire and that'll go all
Yeah,
the
but
way through all 3.
unfortunately, Dungeons and Dragons does not care about
you
you.
need something like this, but that would
Yeah.
just miss. That would just miss the 2, because technically not intersecting with both. I don't know, DM rules, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can only hit
Altered
2, so
grid-based format.
pick your deads.
I'll just stay where I am. I think that gets the. Yeah.
like-
I'll just go there. Okay, and lightning bolt. Cast at level 3. Okay, so I need a dexterity saving throw from the 2 in front of me. It's a DC 15.
So the second one passes, the first one fails.
Which one is the
Alright.
first one?
This
the
one.
First line, obviously.
Yeah,
Okay, so he failed.
yep.
Yeah, this
Is
one.
he, all,
failed.
is he the one that I
This
injured
one's
before?
complete.
No, you injured this
no,
one.
this is the
That's
brand
this
new
one.
one.
8d6. 8d6.
Sorry, and remind me again, what's the. Was it slash roll 86?
Yeah, slash roll 8d6.
I
Yeah.
mean, if you click
Okay.
the lightning bolt thing, there should also be. Unless you
Nah,
have
just
it.
slash roll 8d6. You usually add modifier
Yeah.
Oh,
to
a
that.
couple ones.
29.
And then
Nice.
29 divided by
14.
2 rounded up is
14. That's not
No,
bad.
it's rounded up. It's 15.
Yeah, it's basically 15 damage. You just
No,
got
it's
15
always
damage in one hit.
it's rounded down. It's always
Oh.
rounded down.
Ah.
Yeah, you cannot have
So-
nice things. And both works get wait. Both works get electrocuted to death.
Nice.
Their bodies start to burn.
And then,
Well,
My
now that they're dead,
hero.
can someone get these bolts out of my fucking body?
Nah,
just with the remainder of my
You're
movement,
fine.
Yes?
I'm gonna back up.
Alright. So
Can you just put the light control?
Right.
Why, you fool?
So, what happens next is... Let me
Time to
see.
snipe?
So, no. So Shavnum is prone, so it's not ideal to shoot at him. I have a choice between Urist and Ravandil, and
Good.
Pose
risking
and
luck.
Honor, and I'm... let me think about it a moment. What can I throw in your direction that is...
I like to think that when Shafnium fell off the roof, he, even with 2 bolts in his body, had the wherewithal to hide underneath the roof enough so that it would be impossible for them to actually hit him again.
Yeah, but
That's not a bad position for him to be in.
yeah, but I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about these 2 guys.
Huh,
Oh
should have
shit.
figured.
Alright.
So who do I hit?
Wearing armor, by the way.
So I'm going to go hitting Uris because I've got advantage on the attack for the time. Oh, maybe I did hit him. Let's see.
Oh.
12 and 13 isn't going to do it for Urus. He's
No,
got
but
armor
the
class
first
like
one
15.
is a 17 and plus 5 makes 22. Do I hit you, Urist?
Yes.
See? I hit him! Suffer the damage of 1d6 9 damage!
Holy shit.
Nice.
Go,
That's
Goblin!
Bad for Urus, but
Then,
Like the goblin got a really lucky shot, fired off an arrow, and it went straight through Urus.
as a bonus action, yeah. So, as a bonus action, yep. They both decide to hide again. Because why should they stay in sight? Hop. Hop.
Wait, where are they hiding?
In the
Like,
rooftop.
they revealed their position, right? Did they
Yes.
jump off to another part of the roof?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you see that they are moving. I mean, you don't see them moving because otherwise it would make sense. But you see that they moved elsewhere from where they used to be.
Okay.
So 1, 2. So then it's this guy. Yeah, he's going to be moving here. And then Ravandil, it's your turn.
Alright, so first of all, the place they're in, is it still on fire? The rooftops are in?
No, it's not.
Or is it?
It's cooled down. It was on fire. It's no longer on fire.
Yeah, sure it's now.
So, anything that looks flammable in there?
I mean, there are wooden houses. There's a garden. I mean, be the monster you always wanted to be.
Well, I mean, I'm just gonna smoke them out, so...
the people are already dead, so.
Yeah, you know, I'm just gonna throw a fireball there and try to set fire to the house to smoke out the goblin.
The goblins are on... Which house are you smoking? Give me a signal.
What do you mean, signal?
I mean, the house on the
Okay.
right or the house on the left are you smoking?
Oh, the one on the... I guess the one on the right, that's where the goblins are.
Yeah? Alright, so what are you doing? What are you throwing? What are you...
I'm throwing a fireball.
Go for it.
So, wait, let me find the spell. Yada. Is it? That.
Firebolt. Wait, fireball or firebolt?
Bolt. It's a good cantrip.
Here it is.
Alright, so... Which one? Are you this one or this one?
Whichever one you
This
hit,
one.
that roof is going to burst into flames.
Well, exactly. This one. The one on the nearest shaft.
Alright.
So nearest me would be
You're
this one.
shocking with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, so burn it alive.
So make the ranged spell attack. Maybe you'll fail. Like you failed your family.
Oh, shut up. Oh wait, range spell attack. Because of the, fuck. I don't have firebolt on my attack.
Just
Shit.
roll to hit.
Does it hit?
Uh,
Better fucking hit, Ravi.
okay, let me just go to my spells.
Yeah, you better not
And
be a
roll.
failure.
What?
Your family is frowning.
Oh, it's throwing. Sorry, I can find where to cast the firebolt.
Just roll to attack. Roll a 1d20 plus what's your attack ranged spell and go from there.
I think I hit.
Let's see. Yes, you do. You've hit
Alright,
him.
so I don't think I roll damage, do I?
Yeah,
I'm
roll
just
2d10s. Like your 5th level, so 2d10s.
Holy shit, 2d10 damage.
Come on, come on. Kill him or die. It's on you. Still alive.
Wow. Is he on
Wait.
fire at least?
Is that
No.
2d10?
He's not on
It's a
fire.
1d10 actually, because I'm a sorcerer
but
level
you-
2.
Ah,
No,
you're-
it's
You've reached
cantrips
5th
are
level.
based
though.
off your max level.
Oh, max
Yeah.
level.
Roll
Okay.
the other d10.
no, well, he already did it. It's 2d10s. He's fine. He's rolled everything.
Oh.
So,
Yeah.
Is
Uri's
the goblin
turn.
on fire at least?
so now it's Uri's turn.
So, how's the... How high is the...
It's a 3 meters thing.
How many feet is that?
How many feet? Why can't you be like every other people, Shafnium? Be imperial!
Okay, so like each of these squares are 5 feet.
Yes.
How many
Yeah.
squares tall is the building?
Should be 2 feet, 2 squares.
So that's
Like
10
10.
feet. It's a 10-foot.
Yes, it's 10 feet. So it's 3
Alright.
meters, it's 10 feet.
If I remember climbing correctly, you do half your movement speed after succeeding on a either athletics or acrobatics
Yep.
check, unless you have a climb speed or something. So
Yes.
that would be. Hold on.
Now we see Uri is attempting to climb the...
10, 15, 20. Then I would not have enough to go up to the roof.
Well,
Oh well.
if you just unsnap it and then draw the line, you could definitely do it.
Mm,
What's your
Nope.
movement speed?
30.
Okay,
I
and
need-
climbing
I need
would
at
be
least- I need at least 20 feet of movement speed to get up to the roof, and I cannot get that.
Oh,
in this
oh.
position.
idea. You're a tank, right?
Yes,
Can you like knock this building down?
I am not that strong now.
Or as
Yeah.
a question, are you still riding the goat?
Am I riding the goat?
Yeah? Nobody told me you weren't. You're a goat rider.
Oh,
No.
so my
With
So
movement
if you
speed is
haven't gotten off the
50.
goat yet, strictly speaking.
Yeah, it's 60.
You can
So,
use the goat.
wait,
right
wait.
over here.
So pose, you gain an inspiration point for remembering the goat.
Yay!
You now. What's the goat's name?
Skull something.
not Skull Crusher, Skull Head.
You lost inspiration point.
That's Skull Crusher.
It's Skull Head.
Feelings are hurt.
It's called something! Now Uris, tell me what you do.
Okay, actually, entirely different. First of all, I move over here on Skullhead, which is like, what, 30
Yes?
feet? And then I cast the good spell. The goody good spell.
Which
Oh.
one?
Spiritual weapon.
No! Spiritual weapon, no!
On that one. On that one. Come on.
Wait,
There we go.
alright. I'll just grab a sword and then you can use the sword as yours. Just give me a second, I'll
Forrest, you're standing in the middle of 2 buildings that are covered in goblins. I hope
Yeah.
you realize that.
I know.
So
They
wait.
all have a clear vantage point of you.
He's a tank. He'll be fine.
Alright. Sven, you can move a weapon.
Ding. Do
Alright.
I hit with a 10?
No, you don't.
If it's a goblin. Yeah.
Oh well. And then as my action, I will spend 9 hit points to heal myself back up to full health.
Eventually, Paladin, your time will come to an end. So, it's this goblin's turn, and he does what he does best. He hides, because why wouldn't he hide? He even has advantage on hiding. So,
Can I oppose that with a perception check?
yes you can. It's 21. He disappears from sight.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Then, as he disappears, he actually reappears a short distance away, throwing a bolt in Urist's direction. And it's a critical hit!
Oh shit.
Yikes.
So, he's like... He moved like here just because he wanted to surprise you. And so it's 2d6 plus 3. 10 damage.
10 down.
Alright,
Then...
now it's the fucking board's turn.
Yep. So the work does what the work does best. It goes right ahead. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Scheiße! And so I am here. And yeah, I'll just finish my run here, so next turn maybe. Pose, it's your turn.
Yep. So I'm gonna do this. Produce flame.
On who? On the work?
Oh, before that, I'm gonna move. 'cause
I think the archers might be the biggest problems.
Is Pause within distance of me? Like, can she hear me if I shout at her?
Yeah, she's like...
Yeah, she's like 5 feet away from you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I start shouting in Sylvan. Pause, I have a plan. Let's go in the house and just shoot up at the goblins when we hear them standing on the roof.
Busy.
God.
I did produce flame with the 15.
Yeah, you
so I
hit
need
the
to
wall.
hit the warg.
Yes, you
What
do.
are you trying to hit?
The warg.
Yes, you
Oh,
do.
So I then therefore do. Ah, shit.
Just
Alright.
press the
Sorry, I'm saying-
produce flame. Like, in the chat, yeah.
Yeah, here we go.
10 damage! Shit! Yeah, they take the 10 damage. Alright.
Then 1 second. So my speed was 30. I used up 5, 10, 15. Shit, where is... Here we go. Okay. And then I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to try and move under the house. In there.
Wait, because
Like
that's...
into
This...
Does that work?
because this is atop the house. So...
Oh, sorry.
Right.
So I'm
Where's
like
the door
under.
for the house? Like right here? I see a welcome mat like right here.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty much there.
So I'm like under an awning.
Yeah.
So
So they
yeah.
So,
That's my turn.
it's this guy's turn, and this guy uses his bonus action to disengage. So, bye-bye! Wait, let me move. Oh, come on. Move him here, move this back here where it belongs. So, this guy disengages, puffs. Let's see his roll. Yeah, come on. I need to roll the hiding. Alright.
he fucks it up.
I don't think so.
No, he
Oh.
doesn't.
I mean,
Oh
The
shit.
first one's a 7.
the second one is a 14 plus 5. So, Shafnium, it's your turn.
Alright. I'm going to get inside of the house. So I make a mad dash to go under here
Yeah?
and into the building.
Alright,
Is
so...
there anything I have to roll?
No, because the door was smashed open. Inside you see a lot of signs of scuffles and battles, and you're pretty sure the inhabitant did not go quietly. But...
Okay, so can I make a perception check to determine where this goblin is on the roof? Based on where I am in the house.
You can determine that, actually.
That would be an intelligence.
But it's
maybe.
perception, so... Give me
It
a
is perception.
Yep.
Oh, perception.
Okay. If this works, I'm gonna feel so freaking smart.
No.
You are sure it's somewhere on your right. Clearly.
Okay. Is there anything else in here that can be like used as a weapon? Any weapons that are left behind from the scuffle? Anything at all?
No,
Ammunition
because
for
there
my
were
gun,
there were
maybe?
literally a group of villagers, so there's some staffs, some wooden staffs, but
Or cooking oil.
yeah.
Okay. Can I fire one of the staffs from my sling?
No.
That's not really how momentum
How
works.
would that?
I'd look like a fucking Gary's Mod guy swinging the super long, stretchy arm thing around, like wait.
Oh, God.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you try to fire an arrow of sorts, a slingshot, in a direction, but you kind of hit the rooftop, and that's it. Nothing else happens.
All right, so I'm in the house.
Yes. So,
I guess I
Donner,
set the fire.
it's your turn now.
Okay, Urist, do you want help with the warg, or should I go for the goblin?
Go for the goblins. I
Okay.
got.
Yeah.
I can take care of the warg.
Sure.
Oh shit! I just had a thought. Is there like a window right here?
Nope.
Are there windows in this area facing the warg?
No, but there is one window here where you are right now.
Actually,
Yeah.
another thing to keep in mind is whenever you cast a spell, you can fly 10 feet. So you could just go straight up into the air and land on the roof if you wanted to.
Well,
Can
yeah,
I?
but no, that he's
No.
talking to me.
Oh.
Unfortunately, the problem is then we've brought the sorcerer closer to things with stabbies.
Ah, yes.
But where's the bad thing in that? Get stabbed more often. It's good for your health.
That
Yeah, he was shaking his head at the
that's
sky and
not
saying,
so
"No,
bad.
that's bad."
Okay. So I'm gonna cast Firebolt
All right.
at that gentleman.
Go for it.
Not lightning bolt.
I'm just going with a cantrip.
Oh,
I mean,
I know.
specific.
And wait, it's an 11, and I think you actually miss. Yes. The firebolt flies past the goblin, and the goblin avoids it with love and tender
Honor-
friendship.
Gunnar regrets using fire over lightning.
Yep.
He feels shame as an action.
Yeah, actually, there's there's
no.
Funda who's looking at you and goes, like shaking its lightning head, going, bah.
Your daughter is disappointed with you.
And I fully accept that. I am going to run inside the house as well, just inside the entrance.
All
You
right.
drag Mary, whatever her name.
my God.
Oh.
Thunder.
Yeah, can I drag her with me?
Wait,
Or does she have-
Mary, yeah, no, she's pretty much crying her heart out, seeing everyone she knew and loved dead and eaten by works.
She's also in the middle of the street, so
Yeah.
crying.
I just
Get her out of arrow.
Alright,
Yeah, I'll pull her along with me over
alright, so
to
she...
inside. And
Alright,
that's my turn.
so,
Lavendel,
Ravandil, it was nice knowing you.
you
Oh,
better
no.
bring out that goddamn bow now.
you're
So,
gonna stab me in the back, isn't it?
Are we
So-
all hiding in the fucking house?
No.
Yeah, pretty much.
So,
Well,
so Ravandil, may the gods of bolts find you lacking. Yeah,
wait.
Who was that to?
Ravandil. The first one is a 23. The second one is a 20.
Ooh.
Do I hit you,
Wait, let me check.
Ravandil?
I think it's 16, and like, I guess shield, which is check. Is it one to cast it though? One sec. I think shield is.
Shield would bring your for the rest of the round. It would bring your AC up to 21.
Yeah, so it's not worth to do it.
Alright.
So I guess I just let it go.
So, let it go. Let it go. 9 damage. I mean, could be worse, but it's 9 damage. Then I'll roll to hide again. Yeah, nice.
I would like to also oppose that, if I may.
Yes, I mean, you can oppose them. It's fine. Just tell me how much you do and I'll tell you which one survives and which doesn't. Yeah, we're both hiding again.
Nothing.
It's like, shit!
That whole opposing thing, is it something anyone can do?
Yes, but I mean, I'm here waiting for one of you to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to be doing this.
Okay. Could I do that, or do I have to wait for my turn?
Well, it has to be your turn. And, even if it's not, I mean, you could do it even when it's not your turn, but then you could only tell them you saw them when it's your turn, so...
Okay,
So-
fair.
Alright. So I cannot see any of the goblins.
Well,
correct?
now you can, Ravandil, now you can say, I do a perception check.
So I need to roll a perception.
Hey,
okay?
yes. Hey, yup.
One sec.
Ah, yeah.
I'm gonna fail it. Let's see. And I didn't fail it.
Yeah, you failed it, because we both have +5, so you see nobody.
Oh.
So, Ravandil, you don't know where they are. Your elven eyes have failed you.
Okay. Just gonna shoot randomly. Thing is, I want to throw a fireball, but now everyone's in the house. If I do it, I'm gonna kill them by.
Well,
manipulation,
you
so-
have a work in front of you. You can attack the work.
Yeah.
Also, the other house on your left is
which
kind
you
of...
can move
Yeah.
the stack.
So yeah, I'm just gonna kill the warg. Fuck it. I'm gonna take my anger and failure on the poor little creature. So, longbow. Let me just roll it.
Miss?
Oh, man.
Another one.
And another one. Wait, come on.
You actually hit
That
him. Like, good, you hit him. Congratulations.
Damage.
Is he dead? Or do I roll the
That's-
1d8?
See? He should be still alive. Let me check. Yes, he's still alive.
One to one.
Okay, and I roll 1d8 since Oculus Slayer, and he's dead now.
No, actually, he's still alive. Good to know. You're useless,
Yeah.
Ravandil. You bring shame to your family.
Damn,
Just
dwarves
like
are
it.
tough.
Fuck. I'm the one with vicious mockery. That's sad. That's ow. Holy shit.
Pathetic.
So, Ravandil, you're done? You have no more actions?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I want to go do a bonus action and give the girl a sword, but she's a crying useless human. I guess I have to do everything.
Alright, so, Urist, it's your turn.
Smack him.
Okay.
Smack him.
Wrestle it to the ground and break
Move
its
the
throat.
sword. Attack. Spiritual weapon. Go.
Misses.
Nine.
This day the spiritual weapon decides not to work. It's on strike. It demands to be paid.
Take out a javelin. Throw it.
Miss.
Take out another javelin.
You
Throw
have a
it.
giant warg in
Miss.
front of you.
Well, no, the second javelin hits.
Finally.
So,
Die.
on the goblin,
Wait, he was hitting the goblin, right?
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
attacking the goblin.
Yeah, no, the goblin is alive.
Wait.
It's alive?
Yes, it's alive.
Don't goblins have like 5 hit points or something?
I mean, I'm not telling you how many hit points he has left, but he's alive right now.
This is
Okay,
such bullshit.
I know exactly what to do to finish him off, but we gotta do something about this giant fucking dwarf.
So,
I might jump to you.
it's actually
Fine.
this guy's turn, so the goblin disengages as a bonus action. Wait,
Right.
and then hides, because of course it can hide, and he makes an 18 to hide, so
I will fucking oppose that.
go
I'm
for it.
Sick and tired of
You've already... Oh, you actually see him! Fuck!
Suck a wiener.
Like, you're the only one who's seen... So, you see him move towards this side, probably to do a quick turnaround.
Sneak
Okay.
attack.
Yes. So then, something happens somewhere, and let's
Oh, no.
see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it 6? Yes, it's 6. So, puff!
Of where?
Here.
Wait.
And
Where?
on the here, he's here. Puff where? He appeared, and he's going to be attacking. Yeah, he's going to go on Ravandil. 15, but I think I miss you with
No,
15.
you not hit me.
Oh,
Doesn't hit.
so let's hide again. Maybe next time I'll be more lucky. Just a 16.
I oppose it.
You're
I oppose it.
Go, go.
Fuck that shit.
Roll perception.
I'm gonna fucking destroy that goblin. I'm gonna make goblin slayer.
So
dead.
Pose sees nothing. Ravandil sees him, so I'm not going to be hiding him. And the warg now strikes at Urist.
Bring it.
Will,
Bitch.
I mean,
Gotcha, bitch.
20 on Urist.
Oh,
Is it-
shit.
It hits.
It hits. Go, Wolfie. Give me a strength check, Urist.
Alright.
Oh no, you gotta get pinned down by a
Wait,
giant
strength
fucking
check or saving throw?
Strength check. I mean, here I have a DC 13 strength saving throw. Sorry. Oh,
Yeah,
sh-
That's 24.
yeah, you're safe. You get just 5 damage and you're not prone down. Ah, fuck. Well, Pose, it's your turn.
I'm a produce flame.
On who?
Inside the house.
No, I'm outside the house. Remember?
Oh,
I'm
good.
just under the awning. I'm over
Yeah,
here.
right
I'm
there.
under the awning.
Yeah, just so the
Okay.
kitty.
This
I'm
thing is gonna be a
towards
problem.
the orc, and I'm guessing that hits.
Yes, and the work dies. He had 1 hit point left, so,
Yeah.
like, seriously, it didn't matter how much you do it.
Oh, okay.
So, after Pose, something happens. Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
Do I hate goblins?
Do
The
you?
answer is yes.
Do I hate goblins? Yes, I fucking hate goblins. But do you know who you should hate the most?
The shadow
Oh, no.
demon that's just popping
The
out
goblins you did not see. So,
now? Oh, the one in the tree.
this one attacks. Donor is by the entrance, Pose is here, Ravandil is there.
I'm the safest out of everybody here.
I'm going to be attacking Ravandil. 17
Ah,
misses. So now I'm going to be trying to hide again. 23. Yeah, 23 is a good roll to hide.
Oppose.
Try. I'm here. Just try. Try it, you filthy elf.
Stop, mom.
Well,
Alright.
See what a failure you are? You are a failure to what the family means.
If I step outside the house, can I see this guy?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I decide to just stroll out of the house, like a casual walk. I step past Donner and the village girl, and I just look at this thing dead in the eye, and I cast Vicious Mockery.
So...
Alright, so what do I roll for Vicious Mockery? It's been so fucking long.
No, it's me. I have to succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
Oh, well.
Better succeed.
What's the DC?
The what?
The DC. Go to the spell page of your character sheet and then spell save DC. What is it?
Yeah, no, I mean, I failed. Just roll the damage.
Oh, okay. So Vicious Mockery damage.
2d4.
It's only 2d4
Yeah.
right now?
Yep.
I thought it scaled with level. Unleash.
Yeah, it's 2d4.
Flat,
It's already...
flat roll 2d4. And yes,
Huh.
it does scale with level. It
I'm
started
level-
at 1d4, now it's 2d4.
Okay, so I just rolled 2d4.
Yeah,
Cool.
flash roll 2d4. Disadvantage on
And
attack.
it's dead.
And it's dead.
See?
Do it.
It's dead.
Is it dead yet?
It's dead, it's
Yes,
dead.
it's dead.
Wow, I just fucking killed it with my words. Okay, and then I walk back into the house like nothing happened.
So, Donner, it's up to you.
Okay, so I'm going to peek outside the house.
Yes.
Let's see. I think, and I think I can see the goblin from there, right?
Yes.
All right. Oh, slightly too high. Okay, I'm gonna give Fireball another shot. Forgive me, Thunda. I'm sorry.
Hey, Donner. Don't fuck up.
And you missed again.
Fuck
Yep, you missed.
Yeah, fucked up.
You denied your right. Use thunder. Thunder.
Panda's like in a sad sort of way.
I
So,
was like, before the thunder.
Oh, God. Cease.
I slink back in defeat, taking Shane damage.
Shame.
shame. So,
That can never be healed.
Holy shit.
so,
Shame damage.
and then this guy who's here. So, what happens is, Urist, you become the center of attention of of volleys
In the fucking middle.
of volleys of arrows from goblins from the right and the left, and they all pretty much want you dead.
I'm looking
Fucking
around in
bring
the
it.
house and
Bring it.
I'm looking.
Bring it.
Shaft's looking around in the house and he's going like, "Hey, where's Urus right now?"
So,
What?
miss
Miss.
23,
He's just performing math and shit.
Probably. Yeah, hit. Definitely hit.
19.
Miss.
So only one.
Nah.
So both 8 damage.
Ah, shit.
So, and then I'm going to be hiding them again. So wait. So the rolls are a 22, a 20, and an 11.
Where's the perception?
Yes, okay. Oppose that. Fuck that.
Ditto.
Ah,
No way
come
that easy.
on.
Says I'm out.
Ugh. 9.
Like,
9.
here's Johnny.
So Ravandil does see them. Pose and Urist do not. So it's Ravandil's turn afterwards. So yeah, I'm keeping them visible.
Okay.
But yeah, just start sniping at that one.
Ravandir, go!
This one. Okay. I'm just sniping the one that Uris pointed out. I
That
mean,
one. That one.
somehow you can see them even invisible. For the glory of shade. Alright, I'm just gonna, do the thing. Hit it with my bow.
Thing.
Well, actually, wait. Actually, before I do that, I cast Hunter's Mark, the goblin.
Go!
What are the goblins wearing? What are the goblins wearing?
They are wearing... interesting. I'll tell you when this is over.
Okay. So, let me just think. Get them.
Yes?
I think I hit it.
Yes, you did.
One,
Yes.
6.
I
Then I
mean,
go
Fun.
okay.
over.
And he's dead.
10.
Yay! Fucking dead.
Urist, it's your turn.
dead.
Bonus action.
What? Ah, yeah, spiritual. Go. Alright.
Holy shit!
Ravandir's been having hallucinations. He's like... Every time he fails, he hears his mother's voice. Alright, you actually hit him.
Wow.
And he's dead. Oh, sorry.
No!
Yeah, I made the spiritual weapon disappear by mistake. I'm sorry. Let's give you a substitute. Just
Don't forget to move your weapon.
And before it's a dildo.
God.
alright. It's back. It's like new.
Okay. Nice. And then I am also going to throw 2 more javelins at these fuckers.
Alright.
So, javelin, boom.
You
25.
hit one. Give damage. Still alive.
And then I throw another one.
No, you miss. It's a 9. You miss.
Fired, I missed, and I fired, and I missed. I missed both times. Alright,
Shame.
that's the end of my turn.
So, Pose, it's your turn.
Okay, so.
Please go kill them before they...
They hide again.
Are they wearing metal?
They are actually wearing strange servant uniforms. As if they were some kind of dapper butlers.
But
Really?
it's not metal.
Yes. And not only are they wearing this kind of butler-like uniforms, but the uniforms themselves are made from a shadowy material.
Oh, good lord.
That-
God
Fucking knew it.
damn it! Fucking Cole! Shit!
Uh,
Bastard! Fuck! Fuck!
wait, 1 second. What is...
Oh, I'm just worried how this is going to reinforce Shafnium's belief that everything is the cult.
Yes, of course.
yes,
This
it
is all paranoia for.
Have I been wrong so far? The guards were the cult? The fucking priests were the cult? Every religion we've seen so far? The cult? The fucking
Hey.
monsters? The cult?
I am the cult.
Okay. Ew.
You're the cult of shade! You're a different cult!
That's fair.
Let's see.
We live in a society, man! A society of cults!
Okay, I'm gonna do
Mental breakdown.
Moonbeam. And
Oh.
I'm gonna do it on this one over here.
Alright. So, satellite attack.
Moonbeam.
When a creature enters
God
the
damn
spell's
it.
area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
Constitution saving. Alright, so Constitution save. Yeah, I mean, if I do pass it, great, but I don't think I actually do! Great Goblin!
Where is my draw shape? So
So-
currently on this this one here. So since it passes,
It's only half damage.
half damage.
So, alright.
8 damage.
Yep. So something happens, and well, something.
When I did like moonbeam it, did it do anything to its shadow armor stuff?
Actually, I could say yes. The shadowy armor kind of screams of a voice of its own.
Oh wow.
That's horrifying.
So, Shavnium, it's up to you. Do something worthwhile, because clearly Ravandel is unable to.
I step out of the house. I climb onto the roof. Through sheer dexterity and amazingness. I roll acrobatics for that, right?
Yes?
5 foot radius.
Alright.
pass.
Yes.
So now I'm on the roof.
Yes. And
Okay,
now, can you
stand on
give
that.
me a dexterity check? A dexterity save, Shafnium.
Oh my fucking god.
I mean, I understand you like the roof, but you keep forgetting one important detail, Shafnium. The roof is slippery. You fall back down. It's 1d6.
God damn it!
4 damage.
How are they
Daphne,
standing?
stop getting on the roof.
The goblins,
How are they all
the goblins have their ways, and when you finally get to one of them, you will see. But
Okay, you know what? I still have an attack, so I'm going to use my sling, and I'm just going to, like, fire at this guy right over here.
go for it.
So I rolled a hit, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You
That's
hit
a
him. Yes, it is. He's dead.
Just as planned. Just as fucking
Yeah, the fall on the ground was just part of it too.
Yes!
So, Donner, it's your turn.
Donner, this is your moment.
Ah.
Don't fuck up.
Well, see, the thing is, I don't want to use Firebolt, but I can't get there. No, that's not gonna work. Okay, step outside. Oh, what's?
How do I move this thing?
Let me just check what Thunder's movement is. 40 feet. Could I send out Thunder to distract the goblin?
You could.
Thunder has 40 feet movement. so
Yes.
if I move.
Wait,
I
you're...
swear to God, if your child dies because of your negligence, I will be very disappointed in you.
Wait, Donner, this is your
I'm sure you don't know what that's like.
No, you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's vicious mockery damage. Roll.
I'm tempted to.
Alright, so I'm gonna have Thunder take the help action and distract the goblin.
Alright, so you all see the lightning bolt fast speed of Thunder reach and start to distract the goblin, who's getting mightily pissed about it, but...
Alright, and now one last... wait, I have Ray of Frost, so let me just check what the range on that is. Yeah, 60 feet. Okay, we'll go with that.
You hit him. I mean, it's a
Now
14, so you do hit him.
Okay, now what is its damage? That would have been nice if it actually
Ray of
told me.
Frost? That's... Just press the thing.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
not, the... If
Oh,
you
why does
hover
that-
over Ray of Frost on the...
Like I did
on the
right
top-
now.
I see.
Yes.
There we go.
Nice! And he's dead! Alright, battle's
Yeah.
over. We can now
So
put...
fire is not the answer.
So,
So, no more goblins coming out. What?
yeah, no more goblins. So, as the battle ends, and
I protest the happy music.
No, you cannot. It's happiness. You are surrounded by corpses, but it's happiness.
I kick this corpse to see if it's still alive.
It's not.
That's my dad, says Mary.
Yeah, I search for survivors, if any.
That's your dad?
All
You mean
right.
it's your
I need.
dad.
So all of you, give me one perception check.
Oh god.
Ah, fuck.
You're looking for
Shit.
survivors.
So my perception check, so little time.
14.
So, Ravandil.
Ravendale.
Thank
That's
God
right.
we have a Ravandil.
Nice.
So,
Said no one.
Ravandil, you look around, and then when you are here, there is the trough of the animals. And inside the trough of the animals, under a thick layer of mud and pig food, there is a survivor
Oh shit.
who was hiding quite bravely inside it. And as you see him and he sees you, his eyes widen with fear and he's like, shit.
Yeah. You're in deep shit.
Okay, so I pull out my harmonica and I kind of blow into it to help dispel the tension of the situation.
So the survivor emerges and kind of attempts to cleanse himself a bit, and he looks at you and goes, thank the gods! I thought I was a goner. They never seemed to want to leave. It was horrifying. And Mayor looks at him and goes, you're the you're the old hermit from the cabin. What are you doing over here? And he's like, I came for my weekly stuff, you know, a visit to the good old.
Is he lying?
No, but he's ashamed. No, he's not lying, but he's ashamed because you know I went to visit good old Miss Merryweather, and as always once a week, and her husband,
So
her husband
instead of,
didn't
like-
know, and
Oh,
So
gee.
I look at him and I'm like, wow, so instead of helping, you just sort of hid and watched as other people were murdered in front of you.
yes,
You
I
could've,
know
like,
that's.
Grabbed a weapon and fought with them.
I mean, there were a lot of them,
Hero.
and I kind of. I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
And Miss
Oh
Merryweather's
god,
husband
wow,
didn't
wow.
even
right
know.
now, we don't need him.
So
I slowly so Shafnium, he slowly turns and stares at the goat. Hey, Oris, that's a war goat, right?
Aye.
Where'd you get that war goat that has seen so many fights and battles, and has likely experienced bloodshed in the past? I
Was
turn and I
given
turn
to me by a kind hermit.
I turn and I stare at the hermit. Really? What kind of hermit would? Wow, that's really coincidental. Is this your war goat that has seen many different fights and was probably wrote by?
No,
an
it's
experienced
actually
fighter
another
who knows how to
hermit.
fight?
it's actually
no,
another hermit.
Yeah, it was just war.
Completely different.
Instantly makes me better than all of you.
Am I just shitting on some completely random hermit and mistaking him for a totally different one?
Yes,
Yeah.
because Uri's hermit was a dwarf. This one is a human.
Great.
And
So,
No wonder he didn't fight.
alright. So just look at him and ask him, who are you? And tell us everything you saw here.
I mean, I was giving a good old tumble to Miss Merryweather, and
Oh,
then
God.
I heard the screams, and at first I thought it was just my imagination, and then I realized the village was burning, and there were explosions and fireballs, and I kind of ran out of the house. But I saw goblins coming in and there were wolves, so I had to hide really quick. And I saw there was the trough with a pig feed, and I was like, well, if I throw myself inside, the wolves aren't going to be eating pig feed. So, and it's going to mask my smell. So I just hid in it.
You threw yourself. You'd realize that dwarves would eat pig feet as well as any other animal, right? Like it's food.
I
And
mean,
you're hiding yourself in food.
I
That's
thought
like-
pigs don't eat meat and wolves eat meat. So, like,
Dwarves will eat anything to be completely
well,
real, and so
they
will pigs.
they preferred eating bodies than to eat me. So I was fine.
Shafnium's just standing there, his arms are crossed, and he's just looking at this hermit with such complete disappointment. And he's thinking, I fell off of a roof. Like
Twice.
3 times. Like
times.
twice, right. I fought these things alongside my friends. We shed blood. We watched people as they were ripped to shreds. And this fucking guy hid in a giant salad bowl and survived.
Yep.
And
Yep.
Cos loses interest with the stinky hermit guy and then goes to where the last goblins were and basically tries and looks through their stuff.
All right.
Okay.
So you realize, so as you look for the goblin stuff, you realize that the armor, which was shadowy like, now no longer has that quality. It's as if whatever permeated their armor survived only as long as they did. But
Actually, a question. The
Yes?
goblin. Do they look like they were dead and something was possessing them?
no, they actually looked pretty much alive. So they bled when they were hurt and so on, but their armor was shadowy like, and they were strangely capable of walking on slippery surfaces and could hide really easily in dim light, even though normally it would have been impossible if you're keeping an eye out on them.
okay. I have a working theory for. It's time for Dr. Bong to become Detective Bong.
Before you do that, though, divine sniff.
Divine-
Sniff?
Sniff?
Yeah, divine sniff.
Se-
What do I sense with my divine nose? Any demons or undead?
Within how many miles?
Nothing.
Within how many?
Okay.
How far?
Let me check. I forget how far divine sniff actually goes.
I'm on top of the roof now. Can I have a look at the
Yeah, wait, you're on top of the roof. I need you to
You're
give me
on
a
top of
dexterity
the-
check.
That is
Yeah.
brave.
Okay. Dexterity check or a saving throw?
A save.
Depends on the
It's the
person's
same
roll.
thing.
Okay. 23.
Alright, you are on top of the roof.
She gets to stand on the roof and I don't.
Exactly. So within
I'm just
60.
grinning at Shaft.
Yeah.
Oh, of course the cat knows how to climb anywhere.
Yeah, now the question is, will she be able to get back down?
Yeah, while I'm on top there, can I figure out what kind of substance the slippery stuff is?
Yes, it's oil. It's a tar-like oil of sorts.
These bastards greased the roofs and
Yes.
then stood on them.
Yep.
Are like-
Fired arrows at us.
Yes.
Those assholes.
Hang on. But I fired the firebolt in the roof. Why did they set the fire? If it's
You
oil?
never.
Or if
You
it's
fired
not?
the firebolt not at the roof, but at them. And when you missed, you didn't You didn't hit the roof because you missed them. You actually missed, and that's all.
Rabbi, if you
Oh
hit the
my
roof, then
God.
you. Rabbi, if you hit the roof while it was covered in grease and like 3 of us were in the fucking house, you would have killed all of us.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
thing is, the fireball was before you get. Remember,
Rabbi,
didn't
I know a thing or two about explosives, Rabbi. If
So-
you set that roof on fire, it would have collapsed on us and we'd all be dead.
so
We gotta get our act together here, man. We gotta shape our shit up, man.
I will just look at you. I'm like, I fired the fireball before you went in.
all right. So you actually,
Oh,
well, Pose tries to get off the roof as well as she got on, but she slips and it's 5 damage.
Okay.
So
well,
she's like, "Tump."
typical. Okay.
No,
and
as
so,
far as Shaft, he's on the other side. I went through it. I went down this.
Ah, alright, so nobody knows.
Oh, he doesn't see me.
all right. So, I think I have a working theory for how all this shit went down. Bear with me.
Okay.
It's time for Detective Bong. The reason that these goblins are attacking is because they were controlled to attack us, and normally they wouldn't bother. They'd just be at their own little fortress. And now they're going after the nearby towns. And they were probably either here for us, or they're collecting supplies for the cult, which makes sense because goblins are followers, not leaders, and you give them a little power, and you take control of them, and you can have them do whatever the fuck you want. And you can take advantage of the people around the area. This does connect to the cult. Say as I use prestidigitation to make a little tinfoil hat on top of my head. Everything connects to the cult, man.
I have no idea what cult you're talking about, but I think it's not safe to stay here any longer. I'll have to make my way to Vigidalr and maybe hope to find some place to spend the winter.
Wichita.
Actually, I have an idea. If you're going somewhere,
Yeah?
we might as well come with you on the one hand, and on the other hand, before we leave, let's take a look around the town and see if we can strip anything of use that we can take with us.
Oh
Any
my
food
god.
that might have been
dude.
left behind, any extra clothes, money.
So-
It's not like these dead bodies are going to be using it
The
anymore.
survivor is starting right behind you, man! What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, like, there's Mary being, but,
Okay,
I
sheep
mean-
lady, you're going to be okay. Everyone you know and love is dead except for this hermit. Hermit guy, you're going to be okay. You didn't really live here anyway. Now let's just rob
right
this
back,
place
guys.
and leave.
alright, Pose, give me a nature check.
Do we all do that?
No, Pose, she's doing something specific.
Okay. Nature. I'm rolling nature, right?
Yeah, but that's just Pose because she wants to. Yeah, no, Shavnum, you ruin everything. Like,
Okay, can I roll, like, perception to see if there's anything that's worth grabbing before we go?
yeah, just wait a second. The one who has to roll nature is Pose because she wanted to harvest warg fangs and their hide. So,
Oh, shit! We could all try that. Ravi, you're, like, a ranger. That's a druid, but worse. You could probably do that.
I just look at you like when you said the whole worst thing. I'm like, alright, but I'm getting this shit. I'm good. I just go and
yeah.
take a shit.
But I'm waiting on Pose
Oh,
roll.
shit. Okay.
In
She
ca-
said that she'd be right back. I think she's in the bathroom.
Ah, alright. I didn't hear the I'll be right back. So I was like, oh,
I did.
Pose, I need the. So,
Alright,
Okay.
so this.
Can we just roll perception across the board and loot the fucking town?
yes,
Yeah, I mean-
that's not a problem. Just give me a second. I need to check one thing. Just perception. Yeah, perception.
Urist is already willing and able to
Yeah.
accept. He's the first one to start looting things. The moment I make the suggestion, he's the one who starts going through the bodies.
Wait, shall we take an
Yeah.
investigation check for that?
Yo, 16.
Nah, it's perception. Alright,
Oh.
we started with perception. We'll finish with perception. So, what happens is Meyer goes into a specific house, and basically it's probably her family house. So she's like, "This is my house. No coming inside. No stealing stuff from my dead family." And the hermit kind of.
No, we'd never. We'd never steal from your family, Miss Sheep Lady. You could just steal from them.
And the hermit gives
how
her
it
a
works.
hand. Meanwhile, you go through the rest of the houses, and you gather simple things like old leather cloaks, leather clothes, wool, some.
I'm back.
Alright, so nature check.
What I missed? Nature check.
Yep, you wanted to harvest stuff. I need your nature check.
Yeah. 21.
Alright.
Oh,
So basically, Pose practically finishes harvesting the works by the time Ravandil arrives to give her a hand. And so Ravandil is like, Shit! Now what do I do? Just stand there and look pretty, you failure of an elf.
Why does everyone hit Ralph? He didn't do nothing wrong.
Yeah,
I like
sure.
that you have a 5. I like that you have a 5 in nature and she has a 3 in it. But the druid's still better than the ranger.
It's a fucking druid. They're better than nature. Shut up.
Yeah.
You're on my mom.
So,
Oh.
Bose,
I keep hearing Shade's voice. as
you
my mom
gather,
every time.
let me just write it down in... where we go?
10 MO.
Yes, golden coins.
And
Yeah.
Ward, claws, and pelt. What's MO stand for?
It's the Italian monete d'oro, which would be golden coins. In golden pieces. In English, it's GP. In Italian, it's MO.
Ah. Okay, so GP then.
Yeah, yes.
Alright, so while everybody's looking around, going through the houses, are there any animals left?
No, the animals have been... And actually, there is another thing you all might notice. I need an insight check now.
Okay.
Be insightful, people. Insightful. Let's see.
Insight.
Oh, no.
Alright, thank you, Donner, for actually having insight. Shaft, you might have no dubs. Alright.
Oh my god.
I'm
Donner.
probably high.
So, Donner, you realize something. There are beds, bunk beds, many rooms, and the village was small, but not that small. But you only count less than half a dozen bodies. So where are all the others?
Oh man, did they
shit.
take slaves?
They took slaves.
Sacrifice?
Alright.
Sacrifices and
You're
slaves.
missing bodies.
Can
lot
the
of-
ranger see if they can find tracks?
Ranger, they're talking to you. Stop being pretty in the corner.
Wait, they said something? What did they say? I was thinking of my mother.
Yeah, we had no doubts.
The dubs?
No, so...
Ranger,
Yeah.
our sorcerer said something about there might be missing corpses or something.
Oh, so what do I do?
Survival if you want to look where they went.
Okay. I guess I do a investigation check.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine. You have no idea. No idea whatsoever. You don't. You actually think that the sorcerer probably drank something strong because I mean, 6 bodies are more than enough bodies for this village.
Alright, can I just redo a inside check or that's
I think you get 1.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
I think we all
Okay.
only get 1. So, like, Shaft doesn't notice anything weird. That's not great.
yeah. So when you finish gathering the stuff you might feel is useful, like bed pillows, sheets, and food which wasn't eaten, and whatnot, you regather at the center of the village, and you're pretty much ready to go once more. Dash, well, for what concerns the money, let me give it a check. Just a second. So
You know, the
let's.
thought occurs, if we're gonna rescue the villagers and save them and shit, like, then there's no point in stealing their crap because we don't know who we're stealing from. It would only make sense to steal from this place and loot it if, like, everyone was dead, but if some of them are alive and they somehow manage to escape, we're gonna have an entire town that wants to kill us.
I mean, I guess, but like, are we really
I mean,
obligated to go save?
I have
these
an idea.
people?
Then we just give the food to the lady.
They're already zombies.
I would tell them we're going to save the villagers and
Wait.
basically fortify the place.
Wait,
I
are
have
we
a better
going to save
idea.
The villagers, or is Mayor and the other going to come with us? Are we traveling together to the next village?
Nah, I don't think
or what's that?
Let's all disguise ourselves as goblins.
No,
No.
no.
No. Let me finish this. We're not
large
gonna infiltrate. We're not gonna infiltrate. We're not gonna do that. That would be stupid. We're gonna all disguise ourselves as goblins, and then we're gonna pick a fight with a really big and scary group nearby, and encourage the goblins in that big scary group to fight it out.
So each of you finds
Oh, hey,
235 copper coins.
Okay,
Cool.
each.
Yes,
Wait, each or total?
each.
That's like
So
20
that's
silver
what?
or something.
That's actually
5.
23 silver and a half, or 2 gold coins, 3 silver and 5 copper coins.
Nah.
Considering
I'm
these
just
are
gonna add
farming guys, I'm just gonna guess it's all copper coins.
Yes, that's why I wrote 235 copper coins each.
No. Okay, is it just copper coins?
Well, some silver coins in the middle, so
Okay, because silver is always more useful than copper. If you go up against a werewolf, you can stuff it down its stomach.
We can exchange some in the next,
City,
village
yeah.
or town or whatever.
That's not dead.
so once you're
That's not dead, yeah.
once you're done gathering everything you can use and whatnot, do you spend the night in the village or do you resume your walking?
Okay,
I think
before
we
we
spent-
spend, look, I'm going to raise a hand and say, listen, I'm usually the first one to suggest something absolutely horrifying and immoral. I'm aware of how fucking degenerate I am, but let's be real here. If we stay in the village, we gotta bury the bodies. Can't just leave them out there. That's going to attract pests. That's going to attract wolves. That's going to attract larger animals, and it's
The
probably
village-
going to attract.
The village is dead anyway.
Doesn't matter that the village is dead. What matters is that if we stay here for the night, we're gonna want to at least bury the bodies so that
Yeah.
nothing comes to try and eat them, which only makes sense. If we leave, at the very least, what we should do is we should bury the bodies so that if somebody else comes by, they'll know that there was an attack, another group came by and saw what happened. I figure at least doing the bare minimum for the corpses is the right thing to do. Arist, are you on board with that?
Fair enough.
Okay.
Okay. So
So,
let's start burying the bodies.
Bury the bodies.
alright.
Do we find any shovels? in
Yes,
that
you
search?
do. Yeah, you find shovels
Alright, then.
and what you need, and you bury the bodies in a corner of the village, and you feel nice about it. You're like, you did a good thing.
Why are they still there?
Where should they be? I mean,
Just to move them.
I can move them, but
Corpses, like,
I mean, I just
I think
remember.
that if you like move the corpses all into one particular place, like right over here, it's gonna look more disturbing than if you just made them disappear and we all pretended.
You got buried.
There we go.
All right, so the bodies are buried.
Yes,
Let's rest in the village for now, and then we leave.
in the morning.
In the
Yeah, in the morning.
So,
Okay, so we
In-
can't. We shouldn't all have different houses. Though, if we
No.
all rest in different houses, we'll be splitting the party. So I say we all rest in one building.
Yeah, just fucking rest in a single building. We all got bed sheets.
yeah, but there's a problem. What happens if someone finds us and just set the house on fire?
Yeah, it is covered in
Then we
grease.
get out. It's a wooden building. It's not like we can't just break a wall and leave.
That's true.
Yeah.
We have Urist on our side. Unless he fails his strength throw, he's
Or you
I
know, we
think we're
can
good.
sleep
Yeah.
near the exit.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I'll-
do that. I'm not gonna sleep in the house.
Yeah, I'll go sleep by a window.
Because it has oil in it, it's flammable.
Yeah, but like, we'll be
Also,
fine.
we need people to. We should still keep a watch. I say.
all right.
Yeah.
We have two people who can help us with the watch. We've got the shepherd lady. We've got the hermit. Do either of them know how to fight?
no.
So,
that-
which is why I'm voting them not to keep a watch.
All right.
Pretty much.
At the
they'll-
very least, we should give them some means of defending themselves. Is there like a hatchet or a small?
No, I mean,
wood-cutting
they
axe that we
they
can give to the
have
hermit?
both the hermit and the Myra have staffs. One so
Okay, so. All right, so they can use that to keep
Yes.
somebody away if they get a little too close. We'll be putting them into the center of the house, and we're going to have Oris. You're going to be in charge of guarding the civvies. You're the biggest tank around. You're the guy who's dependable when push comes to shove for that sort of shit. Donner, you're going to be backup. You're going to be working with him. Rowdy,
right.
you're going to be on first watch since you're the ranger and you know that shit. Let's see. Pause, you're on second watch. I'll be on third. Let's take 4-hour shifts.
Who's on first watch?
Me.
Rabby.
So place yourself inside the house, please. So I know of what death you're going to be dying.
Which house are we going to?
Please keep me out of the house.
Let's just stay in this house.
Yeah, this is probably the most intact house out of all of them.
Yeah, but
We'll
that's
stay
in
in-
Mary's house. Is she going
Yeah.
to let us?
I mean, she's already gathered what she needed, so even if you steal what's remaining, she's fine with it.
Oris, move your icon.
Nay.
Okay, I'll be here.
Hold on.
No
Alright,
fire.
So Ravandil and Uris, you stay outside and you do the first. No, Uris goes inside. So Ravandil.
No. I'm
All
sitting
right.
out here with my bro.
So you're
Okay,
doing
Oris,
first
you get
watch.
to,
Wow.
you'll be taking first watch with Ravi, and we'll rotate each of you in shifts. So in about, let's say it's going to be 6-hour shifts. So Ravi gets 4 hours, you get 6, and that way we can swap out each of you every like 2 or so hours in slightly uneven shifts.
All right.
As long
Does
as
that
I
make
get
sense?
8 hours, that's fine.
Yeah, so we have a 4-hour shift and a 6-hour shift, and we just take turns swapping for each of them. And that way, everyone gets time to rest, and it's a slightly uneven shift.
All
which
right.
increases the odds of somebody noticing something.
So as the first shift starts and the night starts to fall, Urist and Ravandil, give me a perception check.
Okay, one sec.
Hell yeah.
Yo, Urus, hell yeah.
Nice one, Uris.
Ah, damn it.
Oh, even better.
You know what?
Excellent.
I'm not mad, and I'm not unhappy. You both probably saw what's going on out there.
I'm mad. I can't be beat by this fucking Bobby
I do not like that music.
knife-eared bastard.
I
So
do not like that music.
It doesn't matter that you can see better than him, Ravi. What matters is
so
that he
it's
saw, and you saw better.
it's
Oh
it's night.
Oh.
You are standing guard outside.
no.
And,
Shut comics.
Something chills you.
What? Oh.
It's the shadows. The shadows.
So, from the end of the street, a figure materializes and
Oh shit.
looks at
The
you,
Shade Lord. Oh no.
and with what appears to be a calm, collected voice, asks, in what might be even politeness, or you might think is politeness. Greetings. Have you anybody who is about to die in your company?
No?
Actually,
No.
Are you sure?
No one answered.
no.
Well, no, I'm asleep, so.
Well, I can't answer because I'm asleep.
Pause is asleep.
Donner can't answer because he's asleep. Definitely the villager. Definitely, like,
I mean,
Mary
maybe the
and
hermit
the
has
hermit can't.
No?
The hermit has cancer.
I'm dead on the inside.
Ravi, you don't say yes if people are going to die to the dark,
The-
shadowy monster. Why would you do that?
Well, let's
Because
just,
I have many issues.
just restart the
God,
music.
I hate music.
So, the creature looks at you both, and while his body is large, This towering humanoid is shrouded in a heavy cloak darker than the night. Color drains from the world around it as it stands still in front of you. Well, Divine Sniff, it's an undead. Well,
Hell yeah.
if you have none that are about to die, then I have no quarrel with you. But I would be careful. You have made quite the enemies amidst the creatures of the shadows. So if I were you, I would tread carefully and stick to the light as far as possible.
Thank you for your advice. What's your name?
I have no name, but you may call me the Dark Father.
Okay.
We should call him
Uh,
Phil.
Hold up.
No, that's
Hold up. Hold the fucking phone. Up.
Yes?
Dad?
No. No. No, but the creature looks at you and goes, you may end up being followed throughout your life and into your death. Unless someone takes pity on you and shields you from your own shadows. But, alas, I do not know where you could find somebody willing to do that for the likes of you. So,
Yeah, I get the hint.
I bid you, what is it that you mortal living beings call it? Ah, yes, I bid you a good night, and a bountiful harvest. And what else is it that you humans enjoy so much? Oh yes, briefing. I hope you keep on briefing. But the moment your life ebbs away, the moment you are about to draw your last breath, I do sincerely hope you will think of me. And maybe, who knows, I might just be just around the corner to, you know, do some shadowy stuff with your souls. Have a good night. And
They
then
seem nice.
he disappears in the darkness.
Okay,
We don't know shit
I'm scared.
about it.
Right, so I vote we don't tell the others, yeah?
agreed.
So I'll wake up for my turn of the watch. Pause is like, so, did you guys see anything?
Nope, nothing on the
Can I tell them they're lying?
Actually, it's an insight check. But
Okay.
wait, I'm not going to make a opposing roll, so if you, it's fine. So yeah, I mean,
21. You see straight through their fucking lies.
Pause knows they're telling.
yeah,
me.
wait, they're hiding something, but it could be anything, like them two having a passionate fling, or falling in love with a battleship.
They're hiding their gay experience.
Sure.
Sure.
Sure. I'm gonna go take my watch.
All right. So who's stepping off watch? Remember, it's uneven shift. So which one of you is going to bed first, Orist or Ravi?
I am going to sleep.
Okay, so it looks like Pause and Ravi are going to be taking the next part of the shift, which means that Ravi is the next to step off, and then it'll be my turn to step on.
Okay, wait, let me just.
Oh, before Ravendil goes to sleep, I'm like, and while Urus has already gone to sleep. So what actually happened? Because
Nothing happened. I just grab her cheeks and I stare at her eyes, the dead glare, nothing happened. I go asleep.
You have to do.
Alright.
Pause is gonna remember this.
She will remember that. So,
So I'll take over for Ravi.
all right.
And now it's time for Shaft and Pause.
Yes.
There's something
Go on an
going on within Ravendil and Urus. Not sure what though.
Shaft looks over his shoulder towards where they're sleeping and seriously contemplates the relationship these two have had in the past couple of weeks. You know, they have kind of been looking sideways at each other. And he looks at Pause and he says, "You think they're in a relationship?"
I'm not
Nay.
sure. But something happened earlier. They were very cagey.
I
They
mean,
seemed
I
to
could
like stare at each other so much.
I could see the two of them.
It might be like frustration, you know?
It'd be like one of them's all soon for the other, and the other doesn't want to admit his feelings.
I mean, Ravendil seems very like that. Like he's trying very hard, but
I bet he just says he doesn't like other races to cover for the fact that he has a fetish for them.
exactly. I mean, that happens.
And Urus is like two different races at once. He's a human pretending to be a dwarf. That's like
Obviously,
shit.
that
That's
has
the whole
issues.
package.
Exactly. That has issues right there.
Yeah, I mean, I bet. You think the two of them were like kissing and you interrupted them or something?
God, I hope not. I hope I hadn't interrupted anything. That would have been worse.
Oh,
I will make it up to them then. I mean, I know it's only been like less than a week, but
hey, listen,
know?
tell you what. It's dark out. There's nobody around. Let's go looking around and find them some nice, something nice to help show them that we appreciate their relationship. Think we could find like a flower or two somewhere around here, and maybe we can pull this whole secret admirer thing. We can like
Maybe we can-
right.
can we like nudge them slightly together, make it look as if they just move in their sleep. So
Yeah. Let's do that, and we can have the whole secret admirer thing. We can give them each flowers and say, "Oh, I don't know who gave that to you."
Gonna try and do that.
I mean, there are some flowers like right over here. I bet we could just do that like right now. It would be great. You want to?
Yeah.
You want to? Let's steal some flowers, and should we do a nature check to make sure that what we're stealing are actually flowers?
And not poisonous or poison ivy or anything.
You
Right,
can
right,
give me a perception check.
Oh,
Perception.
sorry, perception. Alright, let me get perception up.
I got a 16,
All right.
and that's a 21.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I
They
think
are-
that between
it
the
is-
two of us, we're good.
Yeah.
So
So
we spend the night collecting flowers. I guess.
yes, and as you are collecting flowers,
And nudging the two of them
Yes.
together.
at a certain point, you realize.
Oh no.
Oh no, this is the other one.
Oh,
Sorry,
no.
it needs to be this one. I keep mixing them together because the one are close to the other. All right. So as you two are gathering flowers, a figure appears quietly behind you, as if it had always been there. And you notice, because the flowers you are holding in your hands die in your hands as the color they held is drained out of them. The figure is large, and it basically stands over you, gazing down with a face that is human-like, but devoid of emotion. Its
Okay,
voice...
so Shaft.
Wait, its voice is a deep, dark timbre, and it looks at you and goes, "Picking flowers? At so late in the night? For whom, if I
Okay,
may
so
ask?"
I look
I back
straight
off.
at him. I look dead. I look him dead in the eye. I consider the flowers in my hand. Then I hold them. Then I hold them up to him. For you, my lady.
The creature smiles, actually smiles, and his fingers come down to grip the flowers and bring them up to his side, where they become as ashes and dust within seconds. So sad. Beauty is ephemeral and never lasting. But, well, I see you are not those I have met before. So I ask of you again, is there someone who is about to die in your group?
No.
Are you sure?
No.
Nada.
But are you really sure? Because I feel it.
Sure.
But I have no quarrel with those who are healthy. I seek only the dying.
Oh, well, in that case, we have an easy way to test this. You want to come into our house and take a look around and check and see?
Well,
Shaft.
thank you for your invitation, Mr. What is your name
My name
again?
is, I am Shafnium Aquajar, although in 6 countries I'm known as Dr. Bong.
Ah, yes. Yes, yes. Ah, your name did sound familiar. How many did you send on their way to their deaths? Yeah,
Enough.
you are kind of an inspiration, I might add. But
Paws is just gripping Shaft. Just like... just trying to like pinch his arm or something like, stop! Stop it!
but very well.
Chef just keeps his smile on, and internally he's screaming, but he's very, very thankful for the weed. So he holds up a blunt and he says, "Hey, since we're inviting you into the house, you want a hit?"
I do not smoke, nor would I be able to feel it.
Ah, that's fair. I'm sure we can figure out something.
But
So, this is the first time we've actually invited a guest into our house. You'll have to forgive us if things are a little disorderly.
it is fine.
And, I lead him to the door.
He actually doesn't go through the door because he doesn't need to. He passes directly through the wall.
Okay, so I grab a chair, I sit down, and I look at Paws and I say, "Hey, listen, Paws, can you get everybody into the room? Like, can you get us all into a nice little circle and have us all in the same place? We have a guest."
Right.
So the figure kind of stands inside the building and sniffs the air a bit, like a dog on the hunt, you would argue. But
Paws...
he strangely
Paws doesn't leave.
he strangely doesn't move much. He's furrowing his brows, smelling the air, and then, with a slow nod of understanding, he disappears into the shadows of the floor.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
I look
just-
at everyone and I look around and I
Paws,
cough into my hand and I
Paws
say
is
to them,
just
"Okay,
like-
all right, everybody. We have to keep no secrets between us. All right, absolute trust and
Hello?
faith is
What did everything do?
necessary."
Okay. Guys?
Hello.
Yes?
Can you hear
Shaft,
me?
what the
Hold
fuck?
on.
All right, listen. We have to
Hello?
make sure.
Oh, someone left.
They'll probably come back. There
There
we
it
go.
is, there it is.
You
Okay,
guys
is
hear me?
everybody here?
Yeah, we can hear.
All right, all right.
Yeah.
Listen,
Cool.
as a group, we can't hold secrets from each other, and it's wrong for us to do that. Urith, I owe you an apology. I should not have convinced everybody to drug you, and I'm sorry for that. And to show you that I learned my lesson, I invited this wonderful guest into our home so that he could do a quick inspection and then leave. Now, Urith Ravi, is there anything you'd like to share with us?
No.
No.
And I
What?
roll perception.
I roll investigation.
So, Urist saying no isn't like no, it's no.
Okay, so Shap raises a
Right,
hand and he says,
I have something to say. There was a goddamn hooded, scary ass fucking, I don't even know, asking if there was someone about to die in our group.
and you know what? There was no one.
That was very iconic, Asha.
He went down into the floor and disappeared. I don't know where he is now.
So Shap, he crosses his arms and he looks at everyone and he says, "Okay, listen. Now that we've shared this experience with you, and since you're not going to tell us the truth, I'm going to have to reveal what me and Paws figured out. And I'm sorry. I know that the timing of this couldn't be worse for you, Ravi, or for you, Urus, but
Shaf,
we know that you're in a
there's more
relationship.
important stuff to do.
No, love is more important."
Donner ships it.
Listen, I know that I invited a shadowy undead hellspawn into this house, but we have to get this out into the open. I know about your gay relationship,
I'm going
and
to.
I support you.
I'm going to.
I support you
smash
wholeheartedly.
My warhammer into Ravendell's face.
Holy shit!
No,
That's how it is.
no smashing weapons in people's faces, guys.
No. Wait. Let's say he does it, okay? Half-heartedly. He misses. I grab the warhammer, take it from his hand, and say, "Thank you." And I went to Shapnu, grab you by the throat, raise the warhammer, and say what now?
Guys, there's no need to pretend. There's no need to pretend that you
I
hate
start
each other.
smacking his head with the hand,
We basically figured it out.
like, his face with the fucking hand.
So while he's strangling me, I'm just sort of staring at him and I'm saying, "I support your relationship."
So, while you are discussing this, and you four are outside discussing this, Donner, you are still inside, correct?
Oh god.
So,
yeah,
Donner,
you guys never woke me.
alright.
Yeah, we never did.
So, Donner,
Invited the hell.
No, considering the noise, I would assume that you've been woken up already.
give me a second. This is all for your good.
Oh no.
So, Donner, you actually get woken up because a cold chill runs across your spine, and as your eyes open, you see a large figure kind of lurching down and looking at you with its eyes beady and its face furrowed and interested in the likes of you. Greetings!
I scramble back and grab Funda.
The lightning elemental is
Whoa,
pretty
okay.
much as scared as you and clutches onto you and like, Wah! And the creature looks at you and says, "Do you know if someone is about to die?"
No?
I have
No.
already asked your friends, and they told me no. Do you know of someone who might be dying?
Still no.
I see. A pity then. Well, if you know of no one, then it's fine, I guess. And then you realize the creature starts to disappear again in the shadows. But the chill on your spine doesn't leave you yet.
Someone should probably investigate this, Ivy.
So you're wide awake now, and you can hear from outside the house that there is some sort of like great voices, like, it's not like that, you daft cunt! Go to dwarf hell! Fucking die! And Pose is going, Gene! Whatever it means.
Nah, Genius is there. Well, I'm trying to stop Shaft and Urus from killing. Sorry, I'm trying to stop.
Meanwhile, Shaft needs.
So, Donner, you're hearing kind of like this voicing, this fighting outside the house. What do you do?
Oh, I run outside the house.
You
Just,
basically...
Guys, there was a floating spirit inside. He asked if someone's gonna die. I told him no. Is that right?
Yeah, that was
What are you doing now?
That was right. You did fine. You did fine, Donner. But can you help me stop these two from killing Shaft?
I support your relationship! Can I be best man at the wedding?
Okay, obvious solution. Go up to Shafnium, cast Shocking Grasp.
Just to so it resets?
Like a low power one.
Like, electroshock therapy never worked, but...
I mean, did you know that if you tase a person, they lose control over their bladder and their bowels? Do you really want Shafnium's substances coming out of him while you are in close proximity to him with a shocking grasp? Are you
like
sure about this course of action that you are about to embrace?
You already said it.
Yeah.
Well, shit. So Shafnium just sort of shits and pisses himself.
Is there a noticeable difference in smell?
Not really, but you have a feeling that it's like... Shafnium now smells like cinnamon.
Okay, so I look at Donner and I say to him, I'm stealing your clothes later. I hope you realize that.
So the noise... So the noise actually attracts... wakes up the hermit and Maya, who both step outside, still looking kind of sleepy and being like, so we're leaving right now? Is that why everybody's outside? We're leaving this early?
I look around and I decide to provide... I decide to provide an explanation. Listen, I invited a nice, pleasant, fair-looking guest into this house, and everyone lost their fucking minds. I embrace these two's relationship with each other, and now everybody wants to kill me. What am I doing wrong here? I'm fighting for the power of love and friendship.
What? The hermit...
Then what are you hiding?
Well, the hermit...
You're not in a relationship. You're not in a relationship. What were you hiding from us?
The hermit doesn't...
I mean,
I can't even.
if you weren't kissing and not telling, then what could you have possibly been hiding from the rest of us? There was no threat. There was a nice guy out there that I invited in, and he was totally pleasant. We had a conversation. I gave him flowers, and it was fun. What were you guys dealing with?
You know what? Fuck it. I just tell him that, you know what? We saw a gigantic fucking figure looking full shady, not a shady, the other shady. And he told us about the people that are going to die, and we decided to ignore it. Like adults. And none of us in our house like a certain stupid fuck bucket of a drug addict.
So Ravi just holds up a fist to pause, and he says to her, and that's how you get people to reveal secrets.
I slap him.
I do more than that. I
You do
fucking
not
hit him.
invite fucking shades of death into the house. What the fuck, man?
Look, we weren't at risk. None of us are going to
You
die.
have no idea whether we were at risk or not.
I mean, the drugs
I
told
like
me.
being alive.
Listen, we had nothing to fear. Urus and Ravi were in a loving relationship. Donner was
Me.
asleep. The
Mary.
civilians, the civilians here, Mary and Mr. Hermit Man. We should probably learn your name sometime, but not right now. Now's not the time for that. Anyway, we knew they were asleep. We knew they were well. They weren't injured. Nobody's diseased, so we have nothing to fear. And besides, even if he tried to kill us, we could have just woken up Urist and he would have smashed it in the face with a hammer. He's very good at that.
I do not know if you know this, but that was no ordinary undead.
Yes, it's an undead that understands basic conversations, accepts flowers, and then comes into your house if you invite them. I was gonna make hot chocolate. It was gonna be fun.
Alright, but answer me this. What if it had been some kind of super vampire? And by allowing it into the house, you just murdered it. Murdered it all. I can't speak right now, sorry.
Paul points
Wow.
at Urist. It's like
That was a
that.
nice accent.
That. Hello?
Wait.
Hello?
Okay. You
Alright.
disappeared suddenly.
Hello?
Hello?
Shade,
Okay.
Yes?
can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Oh, okay. There you are.
Yeah.
Yes,
I was cut off.
everyone, sound check, please.
So, Shade Knight
That
123 is here and ready to kill you all.
Alright.
Alright. Splendid.
Nice. Paul basically points at Urist and says, that. What about that? What if that?
What if what?
What if vampire?
What if
It
vampire
wasn't
and you
a
invite
You
him
know-
vampire.
No, but what if inviting him into the house is like fucking the same as a vampire? Or you're just fucking dead?
I mean, if
Oh.
we were dead, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Think of it like this. We know that I wasn't wrong because we're not dead right now. And if this thing really was going to kill us, it would have. So we're safe. We're like,
Alright.
we're legit safe.
Can I check around us and see if
See, this is Pavlovian. So, as you are talking to one another, from the ground, like literally behind Urist and Pose, so he kind of appears and looks at all of you, and with the most peaceful of voices goes, I feel like there have been some misunderstandings here, and I think I should clear them. Is any of
I look
you
at everybody.
about
look
to
at everybody.
die? He asks again, and
no,
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 we're all fine.
there's no one about to die here. By the way, what is your name? I don't think we caught your name.
I am the Dark Father, and
Can I roll perception, please?
yes.
Okay.
You realize the hermit has kind of started backpedaling and is now trying to get the fuck away from.
Hey guys, where's the hermit?
But the moment the Dark Father sees him, he moves, and though he is big and large and quite terrifying to behold, there is a certain savageness in the way he moves, like if it were a single entity of shadows and darkness and death, and in its massive claws it grabs the hermit and then squeezes it, splattering him in a single blow in a mass of blood and gore. No,
Okay.
none of that.
Well,
Then he turns
I look
towards
at
you.
everybody else, and I look at everybody else and I say, this is why you invite the dangerous people into your house. So that they don't think you're a threat.
it's the opposite.
His
No,
fingers,
because
his clawed
could've done
fingers
that.
drip with blood. But he turns towards you with a face that is uncaring, you could argue. Well, I found who was about to die. So I guess we may meet again in the future. It's all a
I
matter.
hope not.
It's all a matter. You adventurers, I always end up meeting your kind. And you.
So I hold up a hand and I start waving at him. Bye, Phil. Bye. It was nice having you over. Let's have hot chocolate next time. Maybe I'll make coffee. You can have
Can you
edibles,
take
right?
something with you, please?
I
But-
pulled the girl behind. Just,
Like,
You
But-
cool with edibles, man?
thanks.
just a warning, which I'm leaving you with. Do be careful of staying too long in a place. You are being hunted, after all, by the very shadows, until the orb is returned. So, if I were you, I would keep on running forever. But eventually, no mortal can outrun death itself. So have a pleasant night and bountiful harvest, mortals.
So Shafnium just sort of smiles and he says, "Okay, so I'll try and get the edibles out when you come by again. Later. Bye. Bye."
And he disappears.
Then
And this time you realize the
Definitely.
chill and the cold, which had been kind of an ever green presence around you, has noticeably diminished.
Alright.
Shafnium takes a look around and he basically says to everyone, "Right, so that was cool. Who wants a hit?"
So, who's next on the watch? Because
You
I'm
just
still
volunteered
right
yourself,
there.
Donner.
Thanks for
You
volunteering.
just volunteered.
I'm gonna go sleep outside, right here.
I
Without
reluctantly
speaking.
take up patrol.
I'll stick with Donner for now. Since I started my my watch after Pause did, so I'm actually on shift with Donner right now. So we've got 3 people on watch.
I light up
Actually,
a
no.
fire. I light up a fire in whatever
Place.
fireplace, yeah, is there, just to get some warmth back.
Yeah.
So that I go to fuck sleep.
Dito. I'm just gonna sleep outside though, because fuck me if I'm gonna sleep in a shadow place.
So, you fall asleep, and when the morning comes, you wake up without any further problems. It was a harrowing night, but it's gone now, and you feel rested and ready for what the day may bring you. So, do you resume your voyage?
Yes.
Well, look, we
actually,
gotta.
We gotta ask Mary where the goblins. Does she know?
Well, let's change the map. Let's go back to the corner of the woods where you ended up going. So,
Where are we now? Can you move the icon?
We're in
Yeah.
Rostithorp right now.
yep, you're at
Yeah.
number 1.
Okay.
Alright, so we're in Rostithorp. We've just encountered possibly the Grim Reaper, who gave us an ominous warning. After you guys wouldn't let me serve him any food, I'd like to remind all of you that you were terrible, terrible hosts. Fuck
I'll
all
kill
of you. And, let's see.
I really think
We have to get this girl to a town.
yes, but I really think we should actually go and deal with the goblins that are in this fort that she talked about.
Okay, listen, if we're gonna deal with the goblins, then the smart thing to do is to take her to the nearest town, which is right there. How far away is... I don't know the name of this
I think
place.
that's about.
As far as Scotty
If
is like
what
5
we've
days
walked
away.
here is like what?
It's
about
wait,
5 days. from here?
one. Well, was he how far it is? It's 1,
From
2.
here,
No,
from
it's 10 days.
10 days to the near...
Yeah,
Okay, how far is this?
How far was it to VA
that's
south?
1 square and a half. So it's 7 days and a half.
Okay, it would be faster to take her here and leave her there and get our business done. We're going to visit this place anyway along the way. We'll continue along the original route. Now we have some idea of what we're dealing with next. But Rostithorp is a dead town and a dead place. Let's just put a little X on the map to show that this place is not applicable.
So from the keep, that's about 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks. maybe?
Yes.
And then here, that's a single day. Well, a single week.
Yes.
And then back here, that's to this area, that's about 2.5 weeks.
Yep.
Yeah. So we've got about 2 months of travel ahead of us.
Yeah, pretty much.
So we'll go here first because
Alright.
that's like near-ish to us.
Wait, I thought it was like 5 days from the shrine.
Yeah, it's a work week, so it's not a week. It's a work week, so it's 5 days.
But it looks like this.
It's 2 squares, so it's 10 days. Yes.
From here to here,
15.
it was 5 days. From here to here, it would be 2 days.
No, it's
No,
every
wait.
square is 5 days.
So this is.
This was
So
15.
we got here.
No, you got here in 15
took us-
days.
Okay.
Okay. So this is
Okay.
10 days.
Yes.
this
10 days,
is-
yeah. 7.5.
7 days because it's 1.5. So
Okay, so we go 7 days. We
To
drop the little girl off here. We'll drop the little girl off in
Vigidalr.
Vigalder. Okay, so we'll go to.
Well, actually, Vigideller.
Yep.
Look, we'll drop her off at the town that none of us can pronounce.
Brigadier.
Alright.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We can ask one of the natives there to explain the name of the place after we
Maybe
drop off the little
Vigidalr.
girl. We
So-
have 7 days to travel before we can do that. So let's
By the
go
way,
here.
were there any alive animals that we could have used for mounts?
No, actually, another thing you notice is that there are no animals, none whatsoever. If there were, they have been taken.
By wargs or taken by the goblin.
By the gobs. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
you
we
resume
go to the town.
your voyage towards Vigidalr, and as you resume your voyage, the first day goes by relatively peacefully, and as you camp for the night, I'm going to be a perception check from all of you.
Okay.
Shade. Unrelated, but I don't think I can be on for like more than 20 more minutes.
Yeah, no, but it's just the last thing when I'm calling it for the day.
Holy
Okay.
shit.
Yeah, I think I see it.
So basically, everyone goes temporarily blind except for Ravandil. Like, you sniffed, like Shafnium opened a pocket and some powder came out and everyone was blinded except Ravandil.
It was a
Ah,
rough
shit!
night,
My
okay? It
my
was a rough-
substances.
So, Ravandil, you are the only one who notices one thing. In the
what's
background, far over, alongside the horizon, you see what looks like a strange humanoid form, which slowly, but with certainty, keeps following you. And
Is it the Dark Father?
that's all for today. See you next week.
Oh, God.